Okay. Hello. I'll post this in.
Okay, I'm just listing all of the replays right now.
Nice thumbnail, dude. Big fan.
Thanks, bro. I'm trying to step my game up a little bit.
Okay. Oh, this chair is so adjustable. I can actually get comfortable for this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Can you still hear me all the way back here?
You're so far away, it's like listening to somebody down a tunnel.
Really?
No.
Oh. Asshole. Hello, Jackson. What up? What up, boy? That's what Southern people call each other.
Is it?
Boy. Like that, yeah. Just finished an hour and 45-minute game. So did Donnie. He was in an hour and, what, 20-minute game?
It was long. We got tier 5 items, which is only the second time it's ever happened to me.
Yeah, nice ultra necro book that you had there. What is it even called? Book of the Dead?
Yeah, it was definitely carrying us with the lane pressure. It was nice. I like took a. How much did you watch of that?
Just the end.
Gotcha. You see me carry the game?
Yeah, that was sick, dude. Oh, shit.
Everybody was like, see, that's the thing about late game is that I'm like so confident in my calls of recognizing when people are out of position at this point. Like everybody on my team was like just sitting in the base, and I was like, Monkey King just showed bottom. Just fucking go. Just go. Just go. Just go. And we did. We won the game. And that happened like 3 times.
Nice.
We don't...
Joe Capera. How are we today, boys? He says. Donnie, how are you?
I'm much better now than I was earlier. I've been doing this thing where I stream every morning, and lately I've been neglecting the earlier part of my routine that makes me have a good day, and I've just been sitting down and streaming. Well, just like getting a couple of things done before playing Dota, like whether it's like making my bed, making breakfast, going for a walk. Instead, I've just been like going and just immediately starting my stream because I want to like start at the same time every day.
Yeah.
And the last couple of days where I've really just neglected, like not even eating breakfast or anything like that.
Oh, that's not good. Playing hungry is bad.
Yeah, I just like have had really, really terrible days of Dota. But then I went for a walk with my dogs, came back, won 2 games, and it's like night and day.
Nice. It's good. Gotta do your routine, man. Whatever gets you into the right mindset.
Yep.
Michael Defriatas, how do I give you money? Patreon.com/Dota Alchemy. Hit up your boys.
Yo, boys.
Do you like replay reviews? Do you like listening to my annoying voice talking to somebody else who probably also has an annoying voice? No offense. Not to you, Donnie, but the people that I'm coaching. During coaching sessions, then that's the place for you. Patreon.com/Dota Alchemy. Holy shit, this chair is way too adjustable. Like, I'm not smart enough to adjust all of these things. Memes aside, is Core Wyvern actually a thing? Yeah, for sure. Definitely not mid. I would say it's like an offlaner, if anything. Are we reviewing replay suggestions from YouTube chat? No, I would like to do a stream like that. That would be enjoyable, but we'd probably get some pretty funny replays. But we have like 50 replays submitted by patrons today. Let me actually count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Although Bradley Dragon submitted a second one, so we'll probably just do one of his. I'll cut the first one out. We have like 13 replays, so if we do less than 10 minutes on each one, that's still like 2.5 hours of replay review. So chances are we won't get around to the YouTube stuff. Sorry. You still there? Am I still on this thing?
Yeah, I'm just finishing my food.
What are you eating?
It's called pancit. It's a Filipino noodle dish. It's kind of like stir-fried noodles and vegetables.
Nice. Sounds legit. Sounds pretty healthy.
Yeah, Kat's mom makes it every time she goes to visit. She brought some home for me.
Nice. My mom brought me pancakes last time she was here. It's really nice of her. Chocolate chip pancakes. That's important.
Hell yeah.
Jenkins, why are your own videos on your own channel better than Alchemy's video? Because I spend way too much time on those, which would not be sustainable to produce multiple videos per week. Those videos take me many, many hours, and that's not sustainable for like a weekly content channel. So I know you're looking for something negative there, but it's really just simple economics, you know.
So the first one that Bradley submitted is too old. So just give me that.
Yeah, I linked you. That I changed to a new one. It's Weaver mid. We can do Jasper second.
Okay, I'm not finding the second one from him.
Oh wait a minute. This is the one.
The very first one you sent
Okay,
was too old. So the second one, where he's talking about people cheating.
Weaver mid. Nothing I could have done about this. They were in a cheated 5-stack. The replay will prove it. Okay, I'll put it at the bottom there. I think that's the same ID though.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing about Bradley, man. He's always got some conspiracy theory about how the man's trying to fuck him.
Oh, we got Rizpol in chat.
Rizpol, what
there
up?
He is. Damn, dude. I'm nervous.
Yeah,
Rizpol's my idol.
Don't fuck up, man.
You know, he's no El Wono, but he's okay. He's a close second. Get to watch some Herald gameplay. Oh, you want to watch Donnie's pubs then?
Yeah.
We can watch those.
This is me.
What rating is this? Oh, this actually is Herald. Okay. Okay. Is this one working? It is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he said the enemy team is a cheating 5-stack?
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't in party together. Dude. Bradley, what's going on, man? So he says, Weaver mid. Nothing I could have done about this. They were in a cheated 5-stack. The replay will prove it. They were way too well coordinated to be 5 solos. And I have matchmaking set to strict solo. I don't know, dude. I feel like that's some crazy conspiracy. Do they have each other added as friends or what?
No.
Well, that guy has 5,600 matches. That's a brand new player.
This is definitely a Smurf.
Oh, certainly.
But
who the fuck Smurfs in Herald? That's my question. What is wrong with you? Just owning new players. And I feel like if you're why would you Smurf if you're so shitty that your Smurf it ends up in Herald? Like, in my opinion, if your Smurf ends up in Herald, you're not a good player. So why are you Smurfing? This is just the worst of the worst people that do this. You know this guy, he always says that. Well, I'm not, you know, unless you provide evidence, I'm inclined to, I'm neutral about that. I don't know if you know him, I don't know if you don't, but we definitely know that Bradley's always got his conspiracies. I can tell you that much. What's going on, Big D?
Just finishing my food, bro. Yeah, have a drink of water, and then I'm ready to go.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go fill up my Diet 7-Up. I'll be right back.
No, I'm here. Oh.
Prepare for battle.
You guys have some funny conversations in chat. Pantera, pretty good. I do love me some good theories why we can't rank up. Right on, man. Why am I so handsome? Suppose it has to do with my family genetics and your perception. You blame me for your MMR loss because I'm a support player? Sounds about right. How do I get a chiseled jawline? Probably by grinding my teeth while I sleep all night. Make a mid-lion guide. Bro, I'm not trying to lose everybody a bunch of games. I'm not trying to get reported. Do I still play MTG? Not so much. I don't really have time for it. I've been playing Halo more.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, let's get after it.
Okay.
Alright, so
Yeah,
just a little caveat. We've got like 15 replays to do today, so we're going to do like one main point. This is why you lost the game, and move on. It might be 5 minutes, it might be 7 minutes, it might be 10 minutes, but it won't be any more than that. Because we don't want to go for like 5 hours today. Just letting you guys know.
I'm adjusting, doing a lot of work adjusting my chair for this. If you couldn't tell. All right, there we go. Perfect. I need like a pillow.
Bradley Dragon replay Pog U. Bradley's
okay.
He's become like a little bit of a cult personality in the Dota Alchemy Discord.
Has he?
Yep.
That's funny. That's good.
Yeah.
I told you, dude. We got characters.
We got some real characters.
Okay, Bradley. Let's see, buddy. What's going on here?
This seems like a crazy trade. But I guess you have creeps. It's level 2 first.
I don't mind it. I'm not a fan. I'm never a fan of having a ward in your inventory so they can see it and then you place it. Like if this guy has more than one brain cell, he just sends out a sentry and you've just given him 200 gold in experience.
Yep. Whoa. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's a throw. Don't do that.
Yeah.
There's my first piece of advice.
Definitely.
What did he want to... Oh, he want this. This replay was just to prove... Just to prove the enemy team was a 5-stack.
Yeah.
We don't even know what we're watching. We're just like seeing if they're a fucking 5-stack.
So one thing I will say is you spent 225 gold on sentries thus far, which is pretty pretty over the top, and you kind of did that to yourself by picking Weaver mid. You dove under tower, took some tower shots and died. No surprise there.
I think you're focusing way too hard on trying to outtrade this Queen of Pain, and that's not even a hero that... Oh, those sentries, man. Queen of Pain is not even a hero that you want to trade with anyway. Like that's the entire way that she wins games is by just
out trading the mid.
Out trading.
Yeah. Oh, you got the ward again. That's 2 wards now dewarded by Queen of Pain.
Dude, you're feeding him so much gold.
Oh. Cool. I feel like you'd be much better served by putting a ward on one of the power runes, so you could actually like potentially beat her or rotate.
Yeah, the thing is, you really don't need these sentries if you're just playing the lane safer. I'm actually writing a script about this. A big problem people have is they play lanes that they're not supposed to pressure in, as if they are supposed to pressure.
And they feed a bunch of regen, and they spend a bunch of regen.
Yeah, and it's not like that's not a good strat, because there are some times where you should play like this.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't one of them. It's like what you're doing is good, but not in the right situation. You should just farm. It's a Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
She's not going to get out-traded. Who cares if you're farming and she's farming? You're a carry playing in the mid lane. You have an anti-mage. You want to go late game this game. You want to play for a timing. Yeah. So you don't need to be stopping her from farming. That shit's not going to happen.
So far I've seen very little coordination from the enemy team, by the way, since that's what we're supposed to be looking at. Alright, we had bottom with no mana. Surprise, surprise, the gank does not work.
Another problem is when you don't have Sakuchi maxed out, you can't use it to get around, which if you're playing in the mid lane, I would assume you probably want to play active. Maxing the E ability is just really greedy. It's like that's what you do if you want to just farm, but you're playing insanely active, so...
God, we sent out another raindrop and 2 mangoes. Head top, miss our bugs. We have no mana, no HP. Oh, we got popped because we were sitting at 250 health.
You need to value regen over these like little items that you're buying. Like I would say like a healthy inventory is something like these items, but then with like a mango and a salve in the backpack. Like that's what I would consider whenever I'm doing coaching. Like I love to see when people are sitting on like 7 stick charges,
right.
You know, 70% mana, 90% HP, and then some regen in the backpack. Like that's really good. I would say you're basically really low on regen, and it's resulting in you not being able to make plays. And when you are trying to execute them, it doesn't work because you don't have the resources to do it, right? It's like, hey, build a house with this like pile of shit. It's like, well, you know, this is a pile of shit, so I can't build a house with that, and if I do, it's gonna smell like shit. So, you know, it's not gonna be a very good house. So stop trying to build houses with piles of shit. Do it with bricks and mortar and you know, wood. You just gotta buy it. You have the money for it. You're rich. You just buy it.
Yeah. Also, the other team is not a cheating 5-stack. You're just absolutely not doing anything. You're just farming. You're playing carry in the mid lane while you have a very greedy carry in the other lane and a very greedy off laner. So I'm not surprised that you got out-rotated on.
Nothing from what I saw made me think that they're a cheating 5-stack.
Yeah.
And we were looking through your player perspective, so we saw the same thing that you did.
Yep. All right, moving on. Let's see. 1804.
In Indian villages, you do cover your house with cow shit to cool them. Well, that's insulation, man. That's just creativity right there.
It's also sacred shit in India because cows are sacred, so it's a little bit different.
I don't know whether to laugh at that comment or... Is that insensitive? I don't know.
I mean, I'm just trying to be real.
Wink, let us know. Is cow shit sacred, and are we being insensitive making jokes about that? All right, we got permission.
Yeah.
He gave us permission to laugh. Thanks, Wink. Good. Approved racism.
All right, we're looking at Drow Ranger this game. Can you read what he said? Because I can't scroll up.
Yeah. I got you. Okay, let's give this a gander. This is Drow.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going from the bottom up?
Nope.
Where'd you get this replay from then?
It was the
one...
one...
you skipped Jasper. We can go back to Jasper. Okay.
Oh,
so
shit.
this is... Well, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. We can go back to it. Unless Jasper needs to leave or something. So this is Boda. He says, Drow Ranger position 1. I want some advice on farming patterns and last hitting. I know I messed up in the laning stage. a bit by leaving lane creeps, but I was wondering what I can do to farm faster and more efficiently. I think I played well in this game, but I know overall my farming isn't as good as it could be, and I think I could have joined fights a bit earlier. The enemy team racks at like 20 minutes, and I didn't join the fight. This was probably a key turning point in the match. I want you guys to really tear me apart. I'm trying to get better. Please don't spare my feelings. Okay, I like that you said that. Let me just first say that I respect you a lot for saying that, and I think that's such a good attitude, man. That's the attitude like almost every good professional player has. Is just I don't give a fuck about feeling about if it's flame. I still just want to get better. So, kudos to you for that attitude. That's amazing. You're gonna get good just because of that. Okay, let's watch though.
Yeah. So your laning stage got a little fucked up already because I think the Venge blocked. Since you were snagging a rune, I assume it was the Venge that blocked. So the creep wave ended up under tower. I did this in my first game I played this morning, and it completely ruined my game as well. So I know exactly how this feels. The lane's now pushing out. You need to pull it back. And if you don't pull it back, I would not really worry about your last hitting ability in the lanes because you are frankly giving yourself like an impossible task to last hit.
Yeah, you can't last hit when the lane is pushed out. It's not possible.
Yep.
God, Venge is such a dog shit useless hero, man. She just stands and does nothing. Yeah. And then occasionally stuns and just soaks XP.
Yep.
I feel like the Venges, the Lions, the Ogres, like they're all the same.
Yeah,
I'm helping you last hit. Oh, I'm
like
helping, guys.
You like how I use Lion in the thumbnail?
Yes, that's good.
Oh no,
Ooh,
we salved on the last tick. That's unfortunate. I would honestly just go back and pull this lane right now by myself over here.
Yeah, I agree. I think
go back here and make these.
I mean, I don't even think that this is worth justifying. Like, I probably shouldn't even have to justify it this way because I think if you're playing with morons and they aren't pulling, you just should do it.
Yeah.
Because if you're not pulling, it's game over. But there are situations you can watch in pro matches where supports won't be the ones pulling because the carry will need to go salve up or something or go back to the courier. So why not let the support who's healthy farm in the lane because the carry can't? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't do it anyway, so you may as well let the support do it, and you kind of switch roles for just a second. And that's what I just saw here. I see two things. I see the Venge doing nothing, so you should go pull because of that, because the Venge is just bad. But then I also saw a situation where because you fucked up that salve, you had to wait for the courier to come back, and that's when you just play the support role for like a minute. And it's fine. You jungle the camps. It's like 75% of the farm that you get from the lane. Whatever a support is chain pulling and not soaking XP, they're like level 4 and the carry's level 5. So it's like better than doing literally nothing, you know? But people default to doing literally nothing in Dota, and
if it's
all
not
you
like
need to do is just support
their role, right? If it's not their job normally, they tend to do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I really want to hammer that point home by saying, like, if you watch Arteezy, if you watch Miracle, if you watch Sumail, if you watch any of these really good carry players, there are times where they are actually not hitting creeps in the laning phase because they're waiting for the creep wave to come back to them because it's been pushed out and now it's going to bounce back to them. And there might not be anything else to do because their support is pulling. They just have to sit under a tower and wait for the creeps to push in, which might be like 10 seconds of just kind of standing there waiting. But they use that time to go look at elsewhere on the map, and so far we have not seen you click anywhere else on the map, which is a pretty big deal. Not just because obviously you're not going to rotate yet, but you do want to have an idea of how these other lanes are going, and as the game progresses, map awareness is one of the most important parts of playing carry because you need to know where the enemy heroes are so that you can go where they're not and get your items.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, so pretty typical Drow laning. I would not jungle this. I would just pull this.
Yes.
I think it's griefing if you're jungling that camp unless you're planning on like moving into hard jungling and then giving the support the lane.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think that this is right here actually. This sequence of events is like the quintessential carry mistake. This is such an easy fix. At least to describe, but it's something that you just really need to understand. So, right here, where is it? Okay, right here is what I'm talking about. Okay, so the wave is here. You push out the wave. why do you push out the wave? This wave is where you want it to be. You don't want this wave to go pushed out.
Well,
you don't.
If
because it's right in front of your tower. This is where you're safe to farm.
Right. But if you have decided that it's a lane that you want to push pull, then I think it's fine. But you pushed the lane out and then went and hit the easy camp twice and then walked back to the lane. Like, why is it pushed out? Like you're trying to have your cake and eat it too here. Well, actually, the saying is eat your cake and have it too. Apparently, it got mixed up somewhere in like the early 1900s.
This is my point. Is that you are looking at like, and you in the way that you described your replay, you're like, I need to know how to farm better. I feel like I'm not good at farming, and so you're so concerned with having a certain number of last hits. And I've coached a number of people who are like obsessed with the number of last hits that Dota Plus provides you as like a benchmark.
Oh, that's so bad.
Ignore that shit. That does not matter. Last hits are fucking irrelevant. They actually do not matter. It's the stupidest like way to keep track of your metrics, in my opinion, because that's one of the
shittiest things that people have obsessed over for so long. Like, that's one of the worst things that's plagued the Dota 2 community in terms of just like keeping all of our skill low.
Yeah,
that and the idea that like supports don't get any farm, carries farm. Like, there's just certain concepts that have fucked people for so long, and that's one of them.
Yeah,
because there are certain lanes where you're supposed to be the one that's getting pressured, and then your last hits should be totally different. There are last hits on knoll camps. There's fucking 10 of them in the camp. There are last hits on broodmother spiderlings. You know, wards count as last hits. Range creep last hits are worth double a melee creep last hit. Denies, that range creep denies are worth way more than melee creep denies or last hits.
Yeah.
You know, like there's so many factors. Sometimes you should be equally sharing last hits with the support because that's the way that you need to play the lane. So yeah, it's just such a shitty metric.
Yeah, it's
I don't like that. I don't like that people focus on it so much. I think that it's a simple thing, I guess, and it's something that will help like lower rated players get better, I suppose, because like I don't know. Actually, I don't think that's true either.
I think it points you in the wrong direction, because yes, last hits are important because they give you gold, but they're more important because they manipulate the creep wave, and creep waves control vision, and the vision is what's actually important in Dota, because you need more information provided by the vision that the creep waves pushing out provides you. In the laning stage, it doesn't matter. So stop thinking about your last hit totals. Stop thinking about, oh, I need to learn to farm better, which means like there's this whole like farm pattern obsession that people have, because they're like, oh, Arteezy has the best farm patterns. He knows exactly which camp to go to from which camp. And it's like,
no, he doesn't.
There's no fucking flowchart. There's no flow.
No, he doesn't.
It's a complete myth. There is no flowchart.
I've played with that guy dozens of times. He's not thinking about that shit. He's trying not to die.
Yeah.
That's it. Like the knowing how to pull camps together and stack them, all of that shit is easy.
Yeah.
That's so easy. That's just you go into a test lobby and you use your eyes and buy Dota Plus and it tells you the stack times.
Yeah.
That is not even nobody is not a good carry because they're not good at last hitting.
Yes. I completely agree.
You're a shitty carry because you're feeding too much.
Yes.
Or you're farming camps that are too hard to farm. So therefore, your last hits might correlate such that they're lower, but it's because you're fucking dying because you're farming the wrong camps. It's not because you're timing it incorrectly or something. That's a mini game. That's not focusing on the entire thing.
Yep, I completely agree. And I think that's like the quintessential thing that we've seen right here is the reason that your last hits are low is not because you need to learn farming patterns. Your last hits are low because you're doing random shit like pushing the lane out when you don't want to, and then going and wasting like 15 seconds of time walking over, farming one knoll, and then walking back to your lane, and then having to stand here while Bristleback pressures you. So you need to
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, you need to have some foresight for what your actions are, and your last hits will correlate by going up because you just have like more of a plan for what you're doing. You spend less time walking from place to place.
I do want to say that there was multiple opportunities when you when you did push the lane to walk over and go pull the camp, and then you hit it a couple of times, and you're going to get way more last hits if you're using that camp to pull the lane back. and farming the creep wave. The creeps literally, I mean, they give more gold, right? And you know, your support's going to get the last hits on the camp. Like that's the thing is like it's almost like the combined last hits. Well, this isn't almost. This is 100% true. The combined last hits of a support and a carry matter so much more than the carry's last hits.
Yes.
You know, that matters. So that determines whether or not you win the lane. And then there's XP as well.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's why you never, ever in a pro game will see a carry freaking out because their support secured a range creep with a spell. But you'll see that a lot in low-level pubs, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to go back and do Jasper's Shadow Fiend replay.
Okay.
Just recently started playing mid again, but I think my decision making was solid this game, but I was unsure of my item build. All right, well, we can just critique the item build. It's a victory. He has, I mean, do we even need to go into the replay? Just look at his items.
No, I don't think so. I almost never, if I'm looking at items.
Okay, so what we can do is go here. Let me see, starts with this, which is pretty standard. Goes double Wraith, or Wraith Bottle, into boots, just holding onto the second circlet. Turns into a Bracer, gets Treads, Yasha, BKB. Seems like a pretty good BKB timing to me.
Yeah, you need a BKB against OD.
Definitely.
And Void.
And then Chrysalis into Satanic. Thoughts?
Seems fine. I don't know. Seems pretty fine. Let's see what the other items are on the other heroes. Like I need to see what everybody has. So Ogre is core. Is that a core Ogre, or is he just really farm because he went fucking Midas?
He's probably a mid Ogre. Oh wait, no, never mind. Who was their safe lane? Was it a safe lane?
I think safe lane Slardar or something.
Sure.
And off lane Centaur. So, okay, so you have a Slardar. So going for the right click build, I think is correct. You've a good amount of like disable and team fight, so I feel like you don't need to go for some Yule's pickoff build. Your Slardar and Centaur like already do well enough.
Yeah.
Of that. So I honestly think your build is fine.
Yeah, I think in team fights you basically just BKB and run at the OD, right? That's
I would definitely consider maybe getting like a 4-staff into Hurricane Pike earlier into the game because they have a Riki. Yeah, these other heroes aren't bad at like forcing away from either. So
I'm not entirely sure I like the Yasha if you're not going to turn it into either a Manta or an SNY.
Well, that could be like a 4-staff.
Yeah, just turn it. Build the Dragon Lance or something like that if you want the extra damage stat item early, like you did. And then build the Hurricane Pike.
I like Hurricane Pike with Slardar in general, just because like the increased attack range makes it he just amps somebody and you walk them from far away, and if you get a crit, you can like one hit them.
Yeah,
it's really ridiculous.
I agree.
That's the only thing that I would really say. But I mean, you won this game, so I think if your itemization was bad, you probably would have lost.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say. I think it was solid all around.
All right.
Pretty solid.
Let's move on.
That's it? You just want itemization?
Yeah, he just said itemization.
Okay. Yeah, no, keep it up. I think it was fine. I like the casual Yasha. Any casual stat item is fine.
No, not casual Yasha. We said you should go for Dragonlance.
Well, into building into something else. Like I like a casual item before BKB. I think that's fine.
Yeah. Used to be drums, but that item is kind of bad now. Except on certain heroes.
So this is
Winks.
Winky. We're Winky. Okay. Let's see. Wink is carry Riki.
Mm-hmm.
Clinks' face looks like a butthole in that picture. does. After some spicy Indian curry. What?
It's gross, dude.
Relax, man.
It's a really gross visual.
Relax. Just chill.
Alright, Winkinator.
Let's see, Winky. What do you got? Items seem fine. I don't know.
I guess. I feel like it's not quite enough regen, but
I might opt to go, yeah, like one more tango.
yeah.
Maybe. But I don't know. Let's see. It's what, Legion plus Riki doesn't he get health regen? What the fuck did they change about him now? Or is it the ultimate that gives health regen?
I don't think anything gives health regen.
None-
I think they
none
just
of
gave
these.
him base 5 HP regen. So it's
Oh,
just,
that's pretty cool.
yeah.
That's
It's
pretty
just his
sick.
base 5 HP regen. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, seems fine. Seems fine.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 charges of the E as well, or is that just the
Yeah.
jump? Wait, you have 2 charges of the E as well?
Oh, no. Just the
Oh,
blink
okay.
strike. Just the blink strike.
Oh my god, this guy.
Uh-oh.
Not the easiest lane. It's really just the Lich's job to like zone this guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, deny that.
I
Don't walk in the tower.
no. Hold the creep outside so your wave is delayed.
Wait, what did he ask for? Actually, let me go up and look. I should probably look at that. I had a good start, I think he says, but I started failing as soon as the enemy started sticking together. I didn't buy Battle Fury because I thought my team wouldn't be able to hold them off for long enough until I farm items, so I had to get active early. I don't think people really rush Battle Fury on Riki anyway. It's like Diffusal into Battle Fury.
Yeah. Diffusal, sometimes even like Manta into Battle Fury. Battle Fury can be like a 3rd or 4th item on this hero sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just the way that it stacks with you just do a lot of damage with the Battle Fury. Battle Fury is like a broken item. It's like actually a good damage item now.
Yeah, what I usually see from the pro Rikis that I've watched, it's like double Wraith, Treads, Diffusal Blade, Wand, followed by whatever you need next. Whether it's Battle Fury, whether it's Yasha, whether it's BKB, whether it's Basher.
Yeah, in my opinion, if this guy was like a core Wyvern, you'd just be fucked. Like the game would be over. But
Right, luckily he's not.
He's not. Very lucky. There's some weird stuff going on in this lane from what I'm seeing. Like there's a whole creep wave over there that's just getting ignored.
Yeah.
I would not have dragged that into your tower. I would have dragged it to the creep wave so that it just pushes in. Like that was some weird shenanigans in my opinion that you don't like. If you're the carry, you don't want to introduce weird shit like that into the game. You just want to play structured, normal farming Dota. If I'm an offlaner and I'm trying to fuck with you, I might do stuff like that. But that was making me uncomfortable watching it when you like pulled the creeps around like that. Like just pull it to the wave and let it push into you, and you get to free farm for like 4 waves.
Right. Yeah. This whole thing, like you're trying to run away from the Wyvern, but you could just run to your creep wave. I think this is something that I have noticed a bit, is that your creep wave equilibrium control is like basically non-existent. So like anytime you're pulling the wave into your tower, you're actually fucking the lane really bad, because you got the lane to here and then you just immediately pulled creeps into tower, so it pushed. And your support's being useless, so that doesn't help the matter. But the fact remains that there's been like 2 or 3 times where the creep wave has been directly in front of your tower, and then you immediately pull creeps into your tower, and then the wave pushes out, and then it resets, and then you're not going to catch this one, so now it's just going to push out again. It's just like, I think you need to be more cognizant of what's going on with the creep wave.
Oh, now the wave is static. Finally. Oh god. Cool.
Oh, now it's pushing out again. Luckily, this Legion and Wyvern are just shoving it back into you constantly. Otherwise, I think this would be a much harder lane than it is right now.
Yeah, you definitely got to stop dragging it into tower.
Like, you can kite these creeps out here.
Oh, well, I think the Lich pulled. The Lich did like a single pull, so that was fucking weird, but... I mean, you're doing okay. It's whatever. I think you could be doing better, but it's okay. You're like 20, 30, and 3 or whatever. So let's maybe skip ahead.
Skip ahead.
What did Winky say that he wanted to?
Let's skip to the Diffusal Blade.
I didn't buy Battle Fury. I think that's fine. Not buying Battle Fury.
Alright, we got our Diffusal Blade. We smoke. We go get a kill on a support. We run mid. We get a kill on Invoker. The other team keeps fighting us even though we got 2 kills.
I think you need to jump the Wyvern in every fight. I don't think you have a choice.
Yeah, I would agree.
Not jumping on just the guy that's getting gone on.
Yeah.
I think that's the wrong way to play fights.
Yeah, I would say that if you want to get good at carry Riki, target selection team fights is the only thing that you need to learn. It's like it's the whole point of playing this hero is that you can assassinate whoever you're supposed to assassinate instantly at the beginning of a team fight.
Rubick and Wyvern are very important.
Yeah.
To just jump and kill. Your team can like CC the rest of the heroes and kite them, and then you can kill them after. You could just 5-man wipe them if you kill those heroes.
Right. Like instead of just running towards whatever's happening, wait for this guy to TP in, or wait for this Wyvern to come up a little bit farther. Just wait. You can see them. They're already coming in. Now you're setting up the other team to just drop all of their AoE shit on you. And you're just like, please kill me and the Pangolier, please.
I would be super worried about just a big winner's curse right now.
I think it's still on cooldown from the last fight, but still. I don't like the prospects of being grouped up against this team no matter what.
When that's happening, I would try to trust my team to like save them and then look for the people that are going to follow up and kill them. That's what I would do. I'd be like hunting behind the tower for like the Wyvern.
Yep. Yeah, your job is not to just go on the first person. Your job is to pick the person you're supposed to kill and kill them.
I mean, it did have a huge impact in this team fight, but it could. If you calculated that, like for instance, I would kill this Rubick here.
Yeah, I agree. I see you just targeting this troll when there's 2 supports that have like 800 health each, just clearly in vision in your blink strike range. So my guess would be that you had trouble.
Well, look how easy that is.
Yeah.
And then the Invoker dies so easily right after you kill the support. There's no save for him.
Yeah, my guess is that you had trouble when they grouped up because you were just targeting like the tanky heroes that were hard to kill. And if you just are more patient with your jumps and wait for the supports to show and kill them, then all the team fights become very straightforward. Alright, let's move on.
Okay. Let's see. Next we have Alex Kim.
Alex Kim.
You probably just want to call yourself Alex because Alex it's just weird.
It's a weird name. Yeah, don't go by Alex.
What are you thinking?
Then people will
Legend
start
Scrub
you
here.
Alexa. Nobody wants that.
And you know what's rude? He or she wrote Legend Scrub here, and I have to read it. So that makes it sound like I'm calling myself a scrub, and that's really rude to me. So already that's 2 strikes. And on the 3rd strike, I'm going to sing, and you're not going to like that. Listen to how I sound already. Imagine me trying to sing.
La 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 la.
Fuck. Don't do that, man. I said 2 strikes, not 3. This is my first replay review, so looking for tips on how to improve overall. I know I had poor BKB usage, and last inning could have used some work. But aside from that, what should I have focused on? I felt that Medusa was the only problem and got to the point where we couldn't do anything. Also, when should I opt to go for Dessa versus Battle Fury, or in general terms, when to opt for items to fight in the early game versus a farming build to the later time? I went Dessa because I felt like we'd be stronger mid-game, but it didn't work out. P.S. Donnie said all I have to do is believe and I can hit Divine. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
All right, Donnie?
Yeah, believe in yourself.
Ah! You fucking chair. Sorry.
So, I mean, there's some interesting questions to answer. I kind of feel like against the Medusa, I mean, you have a single core against a tri-core, so your options are to win in like 25 minutes or probably lose the game very slowly. Right?
Yeah, you can. Honestly, God, fuck, I hate this because I just have this like instinct when I look at the game for like what I would do, and I don't know if it's good, if it would work. My first instinct, I guess, is that I would say going for a Battle Fury in this game is reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Almost because I feel like the 4 other heroes on your team want to fight already, and so they can do the heavy lifting, and you're not playing for a late game timing.
Right.
You're playing for like a 35-minute timing, but with the Battle Fury. You want to have so many items that with 4 heroes fighting versus 3 cores that are farming on the enemy team, they can allow you to farm, and then when you come online at like 35 minutes or something with those Battle Fury items, you can win early. Like that's my thought process in this game, and like I said, I can tell you like why I think that that's good, but I'm not, I would have to see it. I would have to see it actually be played out. But I feel like a Battle Fury in this game is perfectly reasonable, and that if you're committing to just a Desolator, then your entire team is kind of looking to fight early. And if those fights go poorly, you have no safety net, and that's a fucking scary prospect to me.
Yeah,
like
I agree. The only thing that doesn't work then is if your team is just playing passively, and then nobody's making space for your farm on Battle Fury. But I think that you probably should just like pick one and do it, and then if it doesn't work out, note that and try again next time. I think that either one could work. I think that if this was like Team Nigma, Miracle would go like Desolator and fight, and they would just like own at like a 25-minute timing. But in a
it's
pub,
hard in pubs. It's hard in pubs though.
In a pub, it's definitely not going to be that coordinated. So that's what I'm saying is like I think the Desolator timing is the more surefire way to win this game consistently if you can execute. But I think the Battle Fury gives you a chance to win it in a pub environment.
My problem is like if you have the Deso and start losing, and they just get more and more and more farm, it's just over. Like you lose one fight and it's just over.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's, but I do agree that like Nigma, if they were to do it, 100% Deso. But because they would 5-man and they would take a map advantage with that. And I don't see that happening in pubs.
Yeah.
So honestly, in my opinion, like Battle Fury is not a bad damage item either these days. Like it's not useless for team fighting, and for you show up with like a Demon Edge and it's like a Crystallis, right? People get that and they fight with it. So I don't think it's that bad to go for like a Battle Fury and then show up when you have the Battle Fury, show up when you have the Demon Edge. You can still fight with that. You can still fight with that build. Whereas like with the Deso, it's a lot less likely that you can farm. Whereas like with the Battle Fury, you can still fight, but also you can farm incredibly fast.
Right. I will also say that if you are going to go for this Deso build, you need to get it as quickly as possible and ignore all these fights until you have your timing. Because if you're playing to this timing item where you can then take over the game by one-shotting people, you need to get there really quickly. Right? There's a reason that TAs completely ignore their team until they have Blink Deso every game. Because that's like the only item build that works on TA.
Hey, Pogus.
So you're kind of like a TA, Blink Deso, right? Except you have a blink built in. So just get your Desolator as quickly as possible. I would go as far as to like fucking if you have decided that Deso is the build, don't even go Wraith Bands. Just go Treads, Desolator, and then pick up a BKB. Like this is something that I have been seeing a lot from like Miracle in his games, is that he decides whether he is going to go for a timing or not before the game starts, basically. And it's like if he is, then he just ignores everything else that's happening until he has like the 2 items that bring him online.
Yeah, typical carry stuff.
Yeah. I just really don't like when people play like a half halfway there. Like you're like, okay, I'm going for Desolator, but I'm also going to fight early with my team without the Desolator, which is just like, you don't have any damage. Like, look, this is just a waste of time. That play is a waste of time. You should be hitting creeps. Because now we're going to get our Desolator at like 20 minutes. Oh, we're fighting again. Still no Desolator. It's like, okay, we're getting kills, but we still don't have a Desolator. We're killing supports, but it doesn't matter because we actually can't kill this Medusa. Why? Because Medusa is Omega tanky.
She's fast. Oh, that was so close. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Lifesteal, eh? Oh god, I would definitely not backpack that like 20 or whatever damage, 24 damage item. I would certainly have that in the old inventory there.
Definitely put that in over the Blightstone. Like -2 armor is nothing at this stage in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think we kind of just saw exactly what's going to happen in this game. You're going for Desolator. You guys lost a fight. Medusa has 5,000 more net worth than you, and the game's basically over already. So pick your timing and commit to the timing. If you want to commit to the Battle Fury timing, then pick that. If you want to commit to the Desolator timing, then pick that. But
yeah, I agree.
In either case, pick a timing and go for that. Don't go for all these like random skirmishy fights. Killing a support gives you like the same as one creep wave, except it's way riskier and wastes a lot of your time.
I see you, Shane. I see you. There is.
Sorry, I accidentally went back into this replay.
Oh, I'm a dumbass, by the way. I skipped over Agrivas and Pegasus. They're at the bottom. I'm gonna delete Bradley's from down here.
All right.
Which one did I do? Fuck's sakes, dude, I'm losing it.
Keep it together, man. I'm trying to organize the description here.
It's rough. It's a rough life, man.
Bruh.
Yeah, we got two. We got two at the bottom.
All right. Well, we're doing Phantom Lancer next.
Okay. This is.
Oh wait, this is Shadow Trader.
Trader.
Didn't he want to like send a new one or something?
Yeah, Shadow Trader. Did you wanna send a new one? Well, let me go check to see if he put a new one in here.
All right.
He did not. Did he edit?
Well, we're gonna go back to.
He did edit. Oh, okay. I have the new one. I'll put it in here.
Jenkins, fuck at me right now.
You like it? Come on, man. You like to get fucked.
Where is it?
It's at the bottom.
What? I only see Pegasus at the bottom.
There. I put it in. You see it?
No.
Here, I'm gonna draw a huge cock, and then it's gonna be right after that. See it? Oh, wait a minute. There's no replay ID in this. Yo, dude. Oh, wait.
Bro.
No, dude, Shadow Trader didn't put a replay ID in. All right, Shadow Trader.
All right.
Hit us up with that replay ID.
Come on, dog. Keep it together. All right, I'm going to go to Agrivas because he said he was old.
Do Agrivas and Pegasus.
Ain't nobody had time for the clowning around. We got too many replays to do.
Okay. So Agrivas says, Ember mid, haven't played him since Doom had level death. Wow.
Okay.
So I was a bit iffy on what items to get except for Crystallis. I don't think so. I don't know. I played him sort of like a Void Spirit in team fights, got a few all right pickoffs, but ultimately feel like my team let me down in the other lanes. Though I should have ganked more than 0 times. I agree. I kind of got too caught up in shutting down the Shadow Fiend. Would appreciate some quick feedback on items and what I could do better in team fights and some advice on when to farm and when to fight. Okay.
Cool. What's I have to say about that?
How do I give you
Ooh.
cash? I gotta answer these questions in chat. Patreon.com/Dota Alchemy. Hit us up. We'll be your best boys.
Hit up you boys.
Yeah. How do I get my match reviewed? Same thing. Patreon.com/Dota Alchemy. We sometimes, but rarely, do chat reviews because we have a lot of patrons, which is a good problem to have.
Yep.
We love you guys. We are getting busy lately. Yes, we are. Okay, let's give this a go.
So he's blaming his team. That's the main thing that we're looking at.
Yeah. Sounds about average. That's the way she goes.
Okay. Playing against Shadow Fiend. I think if this is Sumail, you use Sleight of Fist as much as possible to harass him, right? Something like that. And to dodge raises, perhaps.
Yep.
You probably also get a wand or a stick as quickly as possible.
Make sure to move that chair tango out of your backpack too, because...
Also, hold up, bro.
There's a ward?
There's a ward here.
There?
It's been sitting here for like the entire laning stage, and you have a sentry showing you that there's a ward here for the entire laning stage. And you've walked over to about here like 4 times. Oh! There it is.
D-ward that. I don't know what else to say on something like that.
Look at your mini-map, bro. Clearly you're not looking at your mini-map. That's all I can say, because there would be a big old red eye clearly envisioned on your mini-map.
You need that stick though against SF. He just spams so many spells. It's free. It's a free lane if you just get a stick against this hero.
Also, I'd love to see you have a couple of stat items. Right now we're still hanging out with a bottle of Fairy Fire. We have no stats.
1,000 gold. 1,000 gold too. That's a lot. You never want to sit on this much gold when you're
especially
in the laning phase.
In the mid. Especially in the mid.
That's the thing is, you know, these little items.
Especially if you're gonna buy them anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like these items in Dota, the way that it scales is like the crazy good items are so much more expensive than the little ones, but they don't actually give that many more stats. So the earlier you can get these like bracers and stuff, it's like you're immortal in the early game. It's like you're doubling your fucking damage. You know, they're so good that if you're delaying getting them like 1 or 2 minutes and the opposing guy isn't delaying it, then he just shits on your face in the lane because he has way more stats than you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think about it, a bracer gives what, 6 health, which is 120 extra health, right? That's like a 10% increase in your HP pool right now. That's a lot.
Gives other stats too, magic resist. I mean, obviously you'd probably want to go for a Wraith Band on Ember Spirit, but
right.
Fill those slots. You have 6 slots. There's plenty of small items that can be used to fill those that will give you value. And if you're playing against opponents that recognize that you're not using that value, they will punish you. You know, there's no point in earning 1,000 gold if it's sitting in your inventory doing nothing. It doesn't do anything. It's just gold. Yep. It's equivalent to having lost this lane.
Yes.
You know, this guy has 27 last hits, but he has the same amount of net worth that you have in the inventory.
Right, like literally, because if you subtract 1,000 gold, then you're only 500 gold ahead of him in net worth. So
yeah, it's about the same. But that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's why people go for these early game items. Like Dota's super snowbally. So you know, you get these early game items. You shit on somebody. You replace that item with a new item. All of a sudden, you continue shitting on them. The whole game is over just because you have like one early game item.
Yep. I also want to just point out some camera movement stuff. Like this is your player perspective right now. How are you supposed to go on the Shadow Fiend?
That is crazy. That is crazy for sure. You don't see what the hell is happening. He could be raising you right now. He could be salving. He could be bottling. Dude, this is nuts camera positioning, actually. Wait a minute. How did you kill him then?
Is he on like a bigger monitor than I have or something like that? Is that possible?
Just put it on slow. Let's watch this. Put it on slow. Because this is like, this is crazy.
All right.
How about that?
I'm pretty baffled right now.
I have no idea what to say. I find it impressive that you were able to kill him with... Dude, what is going on with your camera? How do you...
Oh my god.
I'm confused as hell.
Me too. Me too, Jenkins. Me too. Let's move on to the next replay. You did ask, your sleight of fist into chains combo is abysmal. You should just go into a demo lobby and practice that. It's the only way you'll get better at it. Simple as that.
I also think that you need to rotate in the lanes. You're just you're right. You were focusing too much on SF, and I don't know what else to say because that was probably the biggest issue that I saw, other than the camera positioning.
Yeah, that was some banana stuff that we just saw right there. How do you see? How do you see anything?
No idea.
All right, Pegasus Rubick playing with a master tier silencer player. Remove him from your friends list. He's not a good person.
That's an awful person for sure. How can you enjoy playing that hero? Aha! I get pleasure out of knowing that you can't cast spells because I have all your intelligence. Yeah, that sounds like something a fucking psychopath would say. Like, that's some, like, sadistic shit, you know? I fucking hate Silencer, man.
Hey,
Kill me once when I'm Pudge and I can't press my spells. Just once. That's it.
That's
Fucking
funny.
bullshit.
That's funny. Alright, what did Pegasus ask?
Good question.
On a nice upswing. Won 20 of my 25 games. In this draft, our draft was questionable. At best. Embarrassing performance on one of my core heroes. Any flames will be welcome. Draft better. Like I said, cut the silencer player out of your friends list and out of your life. You'll be happier.
20 out of 25 games, though. Like,
That's like me.
You know, I feel like... Well, that was like you a week ago, but...
It's like me earlier this week.
Okay. I feel like if you're winning 20 out of 25 games, then... What's the 5 games? You know, that's kind of the way I see it. Is like you're gonna lose some games in Dota. Obviously, we're gonna try to give you some feedback if we can, but I would say keep up what you're doing, man. Keep up whatever you're doing. It's working keep it up until it doesn't work. I don't want to dissuade you from what you're doing.
There's an Underlord mid. Gross.
Underlord mid. Okay, so you're Rubick, you have a Timbersaw. I would say because you have a Timbersaw, I would drag the second wave. This is a hero that once he gets level 3, Lich can't harass him anymore. He's going to completely crush your Boots Rubick. If you want to pick Rubick and play the lane, you don't get Boots anymore. People get Headdress, they get Basilius.
Yep.
Headdress is for HP regen, Basilius is for mana regen if you're going to spam out harass. But I would say Headdress is good for playing this lane. You're going to make Timber immortal. But if you're going to go Boots, I would say you cut the second wave.
Yep.
And you just split it up so that the Lich is following you and the Timber solo against the Nakes, and all of a sudden he doesn't have to worry about this Lich blasting him. This Lich is what's keeping him down right now. Although with that being said, they fucked up. They pushed the lane out, so your Timber is getting some levels. You're soaking a lot of it, though. As soon as you get Timber level 3, you can just leave and he's going to crush this lane. So you want to get that as soon as possible so you can go and contribute to like the mid lane, which is losing, or the top lane, which is winning. You can get some free kills up there.
Right, you can just... This guy already has 6 permanent int. Just go get this guy like 40 permanent int in the laning stage. With triple ranged heroes against 2 strength heroes.
Donnie, I do want to say one thing about you. I noticed that you're playing with the hero icons now on the minimap.
Me?
Yeah. Do you remember when I told you and you're like, I like the colors?
I don't even know if I switch this. I don't know. This might be his. I might still use the colors. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Well, I don't remember switching it. Well,
It's good, I think. It's good. You know what I did recently? I changed it to extra large minimap. And I've been really liking that. It took me a second to get used to it, but I really like the extra large minimap. It doesn't feel like it takes up too much of the screen, in my opinion.
cool. I'll give it a try.
I'd recommend that for anybody. I feel like my map awareness is better, but you know, anecdote is anecdote, so.
Sure. Yeah, so I mean, Pegasus, the main thing that I'm seeing here is that you have built roaming items, but you spent the entire time leeching experience from your Timbersaw and using your Fade Bolt off of cooldown to basically like push the wave out for whatever reason. You have no mana regeneration, you have no stick, and so you're basically just contributing nothing to this lane other than taking half the experience away from this hero that is extremely EXP reliant. And I'd like to see you moving around the map and getting some stuff done if you're going to go boots first. Like Jenkins said, it's like Dota is so much about just like formulating a plan for the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game.
And just committing everything to it.
Yeah.
Like items, play, everything.
Yep. And especially in pubs, like chances are if you can dominate 10 minutes of the game, you probably are going to win the game. And like I really feel like you need to have a plan because it does not feel like you have a plan. We've watched 5 minutes. You've spent 5 minutes basically just doing the exact same thing, which is to walk up, Fade Bolt, walk back to your tower, wait for your mana to regen, walk up, Fade Bolt, walk back to your tower. And that's just, you're not even laning. You're literally just like, I don't know, you're like a robot. You're like some weird creep that's spawning on your side of the map that walks up and Fade Bolts the wave every now and then. Like some tower defense shit.
Dude, why can't I hide somebody's thing, messages on YouTube? I don't understand. It hides and then it unhides. Okay, never mind. That one worked. Was that you?
No, that was not me. That was you.
Really weird.
You did it, buddy.
Thank you. That's good.
I don't know. I kind of feel like there's no point in going further in this replay because like.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel like you just needed to cut the wave with boots and a timber, and you need to not soak XP from them because if that hero gets level 5, they're fucked. They're done. There's like whatever minute you get him to level 5 until Spirit Vessel on the enemy team, they can't kill him.
Yep.
And you just want that window to be as large as possible. So if you're soaking XP, I really liked when you body block the camp. I think you need to body block the camp every time. I think you need to be standing to the left of the lane, not soaking, and cutting to just secure the lane for the first like 2 minutes while he gets level 3.
Yep, I agree.
When do I take over XP when I need my 6? You don't take it from Timber. You would take that from like your carry who wants to go jungle. The thing is, you take over and take XP from heroes that don't want to lane anyway, and they're going to go jungle. So it's a mid or it's a carry. If you're Timber, from the minute he gets 5 to Spear Vessel, he can go wherever the fuck he wants, and nobody can do anything about it. So you would not take a lane from him. He is the hero you want to be in the lane alone, if possible, because he's just going to make space and chaos on that side of the map, and the enemy team has to respond to it or lose their towers. And then you can consume the space everywhere else on the map. And some other like carry heroes who you would take XP from. You never want to take XP from the heroes that are the ones that are supposed to be pressuring.
Yep.
Febby said Vessel's overrated, not against Timbersaw. Oh my god, no way. If people stop going Vessel, Timbersaw would be literally the best hero in Dota.
Yeah.
Vessel's overrated, then they lost to Timber. Yeah, exactly. You know how it is.
Yeah. All right, we got our boy Prime playing Ench 5.
Okay. I hate this hero. I think this hero is such an annoying 5. I fucking hate an Ench 5. It's so hard to lane against. The fact that she has the creeps and impetus.
Yeah, so much damage.
It's filthy. It's filthy.
So much damage.
I feel like the creeps are the most like when it was first changed. The creeps were the most underrated thing about this hero, and everybody's maxing enchant and impetus now and skipping the heal, and still the creeps are the most underrated in my opinion. I think the build is 2-4-0. I actually think that's the build.
What about
And you
against
just-
this lane? This is like a ridiculous harass lane. Like he just took.
Man, you get like what 100 and what's the damage from the creeps? If you have level 4, okay, you get 70 damage plus the creep damage, like 100 damage, and then they have like 2,000 HP.
Yeah, I guess
It's ridiculous.
This is one of those lanes where it's very easy to try and outplay the lane, right? Like you're an Ench, you're supposed to be able to harass, but you can't out harass these two heroes. Every time you walk up, they put poison touch on you and battle hunger, and then you're fucked.
But with that being said, you don't have any reason to have to out harass them because you have a Slark, so he just purges both of their spells.
Right.
So you just need to not walk up and get harassed yourself, and you're fine. Like they're casting this shit on you because they know he's gonna purge it, right?
Right.
So all you need to do is not get it cast on you. You just need to like chain pull, and I don't know. It's a free lane for Slark.
Yep. Nice
Like,
chat, William. By the way, I approve of that.
Let them. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I'd fucking tilt if you're against me. I did that, to be honest. I would mega tilt. I'd probably all chat you at the end when I lost.
I did notice that they blocked the small camp with the sentry, and you haven't gone over to check it at all. So I would highly recommend doing that in the first minute, making sure that your camps are
I said,
available.
this is just like a free lane for Slark because they have like 2 spells that they're casting that are purgeable to harass. So you can just give. You don't want to stand here soaking XP from him. You want to go pull as much as possible, stack pull. Don't soak anything from this guy because oh wow, they actually put it in the range of the outpost. That's hilarious.
Yeah, what is
Jesus Christ?
How big is this range? I always forget.
Fucking huge, apparently.
Yeah, because like I put one here earlier today, and it was also dewarded, and I was like, "What the fuck? How did they have a sentry here already?"
It got dewarded, really?
Yeah, it was like right here. Or no, it was up here actually. It was up here that I put it.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big.
Anyway.
So gotta look out. Yeah, you don't need to do anything here. Slark is free farming. I think you're just soaking for the most part, which is the only problem. Okay, now he cuts. Now is when you don't even need to be here even more. This is fine though, just fucking with this guy. I think there's a lot of standing near XP range for Slark, and if I'm the Slark, I'm like, why is this person doing that?
Right.
There's no need for it other than not realizing you're doing it or greed.
Yep.
And
okay.
I think either of those reasons you wanna fix those.
Okay, so if he doesn't want to do that, where should he be for the last 2 minutes?
Literally stand there doing fuck all. Go stack camps. Go pull the easy camp. Go walk towards mid. Scout the rune. Just go get vision somewhere else. Place your hero somewhere else that's useful. That's not in the lane.
Be a moving ward, basically.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's like what Bounty Hunter did in the patch that he was broken. He was a moving ward and track was busted.
Yep.
So that's totally fine. The worst thing is like your core has a free game and you're just soaking XP. Like if your core has a free game, you just literally go AFK and you win. And your job as a support. These are the easiest games as supports.
Yep.
And I mean, you're doing decent. You're not soaking a lot of XP from him because obviously, like you and I both know you're a good player. You're not like fucking Herald or something. But I think it's still more than you should. I think you're soaking too much from him.
Right. I would say the fact that you have a 2-level advantage on your hero, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, Prime Operator is a good player, so it's gonna look fine. But I think there's still situations where like you're just standing around. Slark is a free game. I would say that the play now is to place a safe lane ward and fuck off and go with your tiny and go pressure the snakes. Look to like take the tower. If that doesn't work, you can go mid. You have a sniper versus OD, which is a counter matchup, so you can like wrap behind on mid and maybe try to take that tower.
Yep. Yeah. All right. I agree. Let's move on.
Okay.
Just a lot of soaking. No more soaking. No super soakers.
Who do we got next?
We have a Nyx Assassin from Myra.
Okay, one sec. I gotta use the old ladies' room, the old lesbians' room.
What's squeaking in my ear? Any casting gigs coming up? No. Oliver Tree. How do you deal with losing streaks? Poorly sometimes, and better other times. But the biggest thing is to take a break, reset, do a couple things that make you feel good about your life instead of just grinding Dota games. That's the biggest thing, for sure.
According to the forecast, this one is in the tip my spear.
All right. So
My allies have earned their key.
we're gonna be against a Ogre Luna lane probably. Yeah, boots first. It's definitely a cut the second wave game.
That's a first blood. First time for him to face
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing that I'm going to say right off the bat is you are against a lane that you just want to pull. You want to pull the creep wave back, and you're not doing that. So,
Donnie, what's your favorite hero?
what's my favorite hero
No,
right now?
no, overall.
You.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean this lane basically comes down to just like you got to cut the second wave. Just pull it. You're going to body block this. You could do this while you're pulling the wave, and then you pull the wave in between your tier 1 and tier 2. Your Necro actually can play the game instead of being bodied out by this ogre, who is only useful right now by doing this. And then
Dude, Necro's like a garbage hero on level 1.
he is
You
so
always-
bad.
You always cut the wave with the Necro offlane.
Yeah,
Always.
and
Doesn't matter your support.
it has to be the support too, because Necro is like the slowest hero in the
Too
game.
slow. He's the slowest motherfucker in the game.
Yeah.
He's a fat pig, isn't he?
Yep. And to be honest, I kind of feel like you just keep, maybe you do it like 2 or 3 times. Just keep pulling the wave, because Necro just naturally pushes the wave anyway to get last hits. So I think you just kind of have to keep pulling it back.
I think you cut and then you push pull
Yeah,
with the hard camp.
that makes sense.
And if they ever make it too hard to pull the camp, then you just say fuck it and you go cut.
Yep.
But I think you can probably get away with pulling the hard camp in this one.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think this is irrelevant. I would let this guy just be dead, basically, instead of chasing him.
He's ogre, man. This is what he does.
Yeah. I think that we've missed like 3 pulls probably at this point. Nice. Way to hit your impales. Not the easiest skill to use. And then we pull, so that's good. So yeah, I mean, you know, you're a Divine 2 player, so you're doing the right thing. It's just late. Right? This is usually what we see. It's like you're making correct decisions most of the time, but you're also just doing it too slow. You gotta do it right away. You go into the lane, you know, there's no way we're
Man.
laning this. We pull, and then we push pull after Necro gets like level 2, level 3.
Everybody looks to like do sick shit to win lanes when in reality all you have to do is just fucking last hit and get pulls. Like
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then the opportunities will present themselves. It'll be very obvious when you can kill people because they'll be running out of pull that like a CM will be running out of pull that she can't
Yep.
at low HP and you just kill her. but people always do the second part of the steps without doing the first step, which is just pulling.
Right.
Like pulling sets up for all of that.
Yep, I agree. So you also want to know a little bit about your movements during the game. So I figured we'd skip a little bit ahead. I would say small, really small thing, but it can make a difference. Pick up an extra windlace. You've got 3 items in your inventory that don't need to be there right now. You don't need the mangoes, you don't need the dust, you don't need the smoke. Maybe you need the dust, but you definitely don't need the smoke or the mangoes in your inventory. Replace that with a windlace, and suddenly you basically are hasted when you use Vendetta, because it's flat movement speed.
For percentage, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you need to think about basically like who are you trying to set up for? Because this is what this hero does. You walk around, you provide moving vision that gets into dangerous places, and then you set up for your teammates. So this is going okay because they're going on a Meepa who's Omega farmed, but I think that you should be the first one in.
Should be standing in front of cores when they're farming.
Yeah. I also think I would prefer if you went more points in Carapace and maxed Impale second. But I guess it's maybe a minor thing. Some people go Carapace, some people go Impale. I just feel like they have quite a bit of spread damage that having extra Carapace would be really nice for. And when you have lots of Carapace points, then you feel pretty good about playing super aggressively because you have this ridiculous 2.4 second stun that allows you to escape pretty much every situation when they go on you. But yeah, again, so that's another hero that dies because they don't see the other team because you're like running away while you're invis, playing safe. You know, you want to be like as far forward as possible. Like usually
there's a concept that like a lot of lower rated support players, I say lower rated, like non high immortal support players don't do, which is like a lot of people think their cores like aren't farmed because the cores suck, but a lot of the time like it's your job to be the reason that they can farm somewhere.
Yeah.
So like this Meepo top, for example, like nobody's giving him the ability to farm this right now, but somebody could.
Yeah, instead of randomly walking through mid, getting tracked, and then having to wait for like 30 seconds to be able to do your job, you should be here waiting for Vendetta to come off a cooldown, and then in Vendetta, you want to literally stand like here, or like here, or here, or like right in front.
Yeah.
Right in front of the tower range, and like that is what you do. You are a ward, but you're a dangerous ward because you can actually set up your team for kills.
That's like 80% of playing this hero.
Yeah.
Other supports, it's like maybe 10-20%, but it's always like a large percentage.
Yep. Yeah, that's why there's this whole prevalence of, you know, going items like bracers and stuff on supports, is so that you can be like this. You're like the scout for your team, and it's okay if you die, but you also make it difficult for them to kill you because you're tanky. And on Nyx Assassin, you have a built-in escape, basically. So, you just need to play like in front. You need to play.
Use your body.
Yeah, put yourself in danger, over and over. And like, I would prefer to see you feeding by walking into wards a bunch, and then learn from that, than just like stand around on your side of the map waiting for your team to push out and then like showing up and landing in a pale here and there. That seems pretty useless to me.
It's like half of the support job. You're
Yeah.
doing like the team fighting half, but not the map presence half.
Yep. All right, we're gonna move on to Nature's Prophet. Your favorite hero?
Pudge?
Nature's Prophet?
Oh. Oh, right. You said hero. Pudge isn't a fucking hero, so.
Yeah, he's just a fat blob of digital garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's a way to like digitize just a big, dirty, stinking pile of garbage, that would be Pudge for sure.
Yep. I completely agree.
This is Ghost. Okay, after this we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 replays. This is gonna be a long one, Big D.
I mean, we're making good progress. We're making good
Oh,
progress.
Diet 7-Up. Don't get Diet 7-Up, man. Not good. Big mistake.
Yeah,
I wish I just got more Diet Pepsi.
all diet soda's gross.
No, that's just some regular soda propaganda right there.
I don't know, it just all tastes bad.
No.
Yep. Anyway, Ghost says, Furion, it was a win, but I felt like I got carried. Not great lane either. So I assume you're playing 5, or are you playing 3? What are you doing? You're playing 3 Furion. Okay.
Yeah, this looks like a 3 build.
Okay.
To solve. I definitely wouldn't sit AFK in Fountain. I think this hero has a lot of like scouting potential with the treants. You want to just send those out as soon as possible. Diet Dr. Pepper is definitely the best diet. I totally agree with that. It just makes your gums rot, which is a problem. My dentist said to stop drinking that. So I'm done.
That's unfortunate. Alright, so we're against... well, this lane is over. You can't out-harass an IO lifestealer lane.
Way.
So
no way.
Just get your farm. And don't even bother right-clicking them. Like, legitimately don't even bother right-clicking them. I would say. How would you play this lane, Jenkins? You're the off-laner here.
I would just use treants to like get every deny. I mean, I would hit them, but not with any like intent of killing them ever. They would have to really fuck up.
Right.
But I would just use treants to get like every last hit and deny.
Yeah, instead of setting them on them, just use them as a little bit of extra damage.
Well, it's more so that I wouldn't. It's not like instead of sending it on them. It's just my priority would be last hitting and denying with the treants over hitting them, and outside that, if there's no last hits and denies, I would put it on them. But you know, in some games, like you prefer to harass.
Right.
This is not one of them. No, I wouldn't drag. I don't know. I wouldn't drag in this lane. Like I think you can. I mean, it's working. Like I think this Furion should shit on these heroes just with the tree damage.
Yeah, it's just you just can't kill them, and that's okay. Lanes are not
okay,
about
well,
kills.
I would say I actually think you can kill them, but it requires you to go for like a very specific build. You're gonna need to build the Robe of Magi, and then probably like the Gloves of Haste, like high damage items instead of like boots first. So like the fact that you haven't sent out any items yet is hurting your potential for killing these people. Like if you have boots, or sorry, if you have a Robe of Magi and a
Gloves.
The attack speed thing, like they actually can't trade with you anymore.
Yeah.
It's just that you need to farm to get those items. But once you have that, like you have like what 70? Look what you just got for leveling up. Remember 60 to 64 damage. This hero's stat gains are fucking insane. So you get some levels, you get like a Glove of Haste, and you get the magic, the intellect component to the treads, and it's insane.
Yeah, you're rushing of Vlads, which is probably also okay with the Medusa on your team.
It's okay, but you're not going to be able to bully them as much. I really like going for the treads components just for fucking these people in lane.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being like really specific, but this is one of my favorite offlaners. I feel like
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Like you definitely kill the IO there if you have those items that you mentioned.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that, is going for like just raw damage items whenever they're in a favorable lane.
Yep. Yeah, I really don't. I just, here's the thing. Like, I look at this and I see that you went for boots. Okay, so it put you up to 339 movement speed. What does that actually do? Lifestealer still uses open wounds on you, and you have 0 movement speed, right?
This is like the way you're playing this is like it's a lane that you're not able to pressure, but you are.
Right.
That's my problem with this so far. Also,
I gotta say, we just talked about how useless ogre players are. What has this guy done in the last 6 minutes? Has he done anything useful? Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't. He's soaking XP, which is pretty cool. Really good stuff. Really fantastic stuff there. Machine head. More like dickhead. He's an asshole. Okay, so Maybe we should skip. Let's see. What did Ghost want to talk about? Okay, I feel like he got carried. So.
Okay. Well, let's just skip to see what items you went.
Well, Monkey King and Medusa are owning, so that's pretty cool.
And to be honest, I mean, you are going to get carried. You have a Medusa, right? Like, that's what Medusa does, is carries. So I wouldn't say it's bad that you got carried by a Medusa when that's literally what the hero does.
I do have to say, carry detection 100% of the time on Nature's Prophet.
Right.
This hero has a global teleport. If
Yeah.
there's an enemy that can go invis, I will have detection on me.
Yep.
You have open slots.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's almost unacceptable to have open slots in Dota right now.
I do agree.
Like past the laning stage. I mean,
It can be like there's very efficient items. You can have ward sentries. You can have raindrops.
Yep.
Bracers, headdresses, basiliuses. There's tons of shit.
Yeah, I agree. You could have like a single bracer, makes you quite a bit tankier. You could have some clarities, a couple salves for your team. Like there's a lot of stuff that you could fill your inventory with that costs
That's
basically no
very
gold.
very cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got a Pangolier replay. Oops, that's it.
This is Uga Chaka Pango.
Let's play.
This is a
some-
weird game. What?
Is this the right one? Yep. His name is Let's Play Some Farmville.
Dude, my mom used to play that on Facebook.
Oh no.
Yeah, not good. This was a weird game. I was Pango mid versus Pudge and Darkseer. Then the Pudge started running under my tower and feeding. Even though we won, it felt less stompy than it should have. This is my first replay review, so general tips along with what I could have done to capitalize on our lead more would be nice. Also, do you have any specific things I could have done versus Pudge? I hate playing versus the hero. I always end up feeding to him. It's a garbage hero, man. Just turn and fight him. That's my advice for Pudge. Is like that hero has 0 armor. He's very squishy. He's a useless piece of shit. You just turn and start hitting him.
Yeah, especially on a hero like Pango, who trades really well in one-on-ones because of Lucky Shot.
What MMR is this? Do you know?
Crusader.
Shit. God damn it, bastard chair.
Crusader. Crusader.
Mid Pango. Okay, so it's mid Pango versus mid Pudge.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the enemy team has like 5 tanky melee heroes. They're all cores. This is nuts.
And we have a dual. And we have a dual lane mid. Analyze, Jenkins. Analyze.
I don't know, dude. I've never seen this before.
Analyze.
Okay, well, let's think. What do you actually do in this situation? Well, they're getting out leveled, so if you just swashbuckle the way. Okay, he's leaving. Oh no, he's back. I would just creep aggro pull into tower, push the wave out, try to get a level advantage. Okay, yeah, definitely kill that guy. Good job. Good job.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, don't miss that last hit there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Definitely looking good so far. Fantastic. Thank you for this replay submission, Uga Chaga. Really appreciate it. Really good stuff. 2 kills so far. You're clearly the Thompson of Europe.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit. Block that, we're gonna get banned.
Alright. Well,
how does this change? Who won this? I mean, obviously it
He
was
did.
the rating. Okay.
he just his request for replay review was this wasn't as stompy as it should have been. So how do we stomp even harder when the other team is feeding into us?
I don't know, dude. This seems about right so far. I would just stand mid and let the big fat bastard come feed me.
Oh, he's trying to hook the Darkseer under the tower too. That's a hard commitment to ruining the game. Gotta admire people like that. He's feeding you wards now. This guy really doesn't like this Darkseer player.
Yeah, this is really solid play so far, I gotta say. Oh, Mars is feeding now. You could have killed him. You could have killed him.
Oh no. You died.
I mean, all I gotta say there is you tried to bounce around when there's no things to bounce around on. That's just life.
Yep. Don't you just finish this into a Maelstrom because you got the Javi so early? No?
Yes. I think so.
Alright, we're invading their jungle. Cool.
32 minutes? What? They have a 2K gold lead?
Budge has stopped feeding and is now playing Dota again.
How many kills does he have?
12.
What?
He went Silver Edge Radiance on Pudge. Wait, hold up. Wait, who went Silver Edge Radiance? Darkseer went Silver Edge Radiance. Pudge went good items. He has Pipe, Blink, Ags, and Spirit Vessel.
I don't know about eggs.
Oh, wait,
God.
Ags is trash now. I forgot. It's not the hook cooldown anymore.
No, that would be sick.
Yeah, I guess my advice would be if somebody's feeding you, don't take the game less seriously, because I'm pretty sure you did. You probably wouldn't have dove the tower and died there normally after getting fed 5 kills. It's very hard to stay focused in a game like this where the other team is like intentionally trying to lose, but you have to remember that the other 4 players probably don't want to intentionally lose, so they're going to keep trying. And most of the time, you can win Dota 4v5.
My rule of thumb is just like I keep playing until the fucking throne dies, you know, because I've seen so many matches in NA where people are like GG go end, and then you go high ground, they like echo slam you.
Yeah,
and,
that happens all the time actually.
Yeah, you just keep playing, keep last hitting. If he feeds into your tower and it looks like you can kill him, kill him. I don't know what else to say. It's a Pudge feeding, you know.
Yep. Agreed.
Damn, we got heralds in this game.
All right. More importantly, we've got a lion, your favorite hero.
Yes, very good stuff. You got that video approved, right? You're gonna put that out tonight?
It's tomorrow. It's a
Okay.
Friday publish, and I haven't gotten it approved yet because their system is not letting me log in. So I emailed them and they haven't responded yet. But hopefully,
you have to go on the system to do it.
They started this whole new thing where I have to like upload it to their approval thing. Anyway,
I see. It's hard being YouTubers, guys. Video game YouTubers. It's a really rough life out there.
All right.
It's a Lion Pause 4. Is that what we're watching?
Does appear to be.
Let me look. This is...
No, I think you're position 5. Yeah. Gotta be position 5 because there's an Earthshaker Slardar offlane. Slark safe, Meepo mid.
Lion, Dan 1. We stomped the game, but I have a discussion with the Slark. At 14:45 to 16:00, the team minus the carry was pressuring the mid tower. He was farming in our triangle right next to us. Silencer and Willow both used ult. We had a strong Meepo, and Shaker still had its ult. Slark and me as well. I made a call for him to join us to take the tower. since they were a lot weaker. At 16-0, DD appeared on the Roche pick. Slark was coming. He missed it, but our Slardar got it 10 seconds after he decides not to fight an AFK farm. The river rune camp right next to where we are fighting. We even killed CM. Is that a shitty carry move or is that a bad call for myself? Slark, Slaughter, Lion, and me were partying. Okay, so he wants to know specifically at 15:45 into the game.
All right.
Was Slark's play bad?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's. Nice pick off.
Stacked our stuns there.
Oh, actually didn't result in a pick off. That's interesting.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Everybody's just sitting mid. I don't like the. What does Earthshaker have?
Earthshaker has a Soul Ring.
No
Tranquil
blank.
Boots. Yep.
I'm
No finger.
gonna be honest. I don't like the look of this. I just see everybody on the enemy team sitting mid. I think you just take the win.
Yeah,
You don't need to fight this.
I agree. Yeah, it seems like a pretty useless waste of time for everybody involved. Except for Slark, who's actually farming.
I never like the idea of just running 5v5 into the enemy team, especially at 16 minutes into the game, unless you have some like crucial item pickup, like a Blink Dagger on Earthshaker. If you're debating this like horrendous looking fight because you have a Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, then that's fine. But this is this just looks like the enemy team 5-man mid, and you let them fuck up. That's their mistake. They're getting nothing on the map if they're 5-manning mid.
Yep. Yep.
I would say the fact that you guys were there pressuring first was good. But the moment they all 5 show up, you leave and you accept the fact that they're losing farm.
Yep. Agreed. I can't tell you how many times you can just win games by dragging the enemy team to one spot and then they're too slow to spread back out.
I mean, I don't think that the Slark should be farming the triangle. I think when
Should be
there's
farming
5
top
people
lane.
mid, farming the triangle is stupid. You should be farming the enemy side. You should be pushing top.
Yep.
But with that being said, it's 5 enemy heroes mid. The only thing that you could possibly do to make that worth it for them is to run into them and fight. So
Yep.
why bother?
Yep.
You know, why not wait until you have this Blink Dagger and Earthshaker, for example?
Agreed.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And here we are back in the mid lane again.
structures are fortified.
It's responding to shit, so that's fine.
Yep.
Maybe you can push this now to try to get them to respond, but when they do respond, you get out of there.
Dire's
If the enemy team's 5-manning somewhere, like, why even bother? In Dota, you never want to take 5v5 fights unless there's a specific reason for it. Like, you pick up some huge item and you're like, all right, guys, game is over, let's go.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, given the opportunity, you would prefer to always split up the other team. So, get some pressure in the other lanes. Doesn't have to be you, because you're not very good at it as a Lion, but look for those opportunities to pick when and where you should be fighting. Alright, let's move
All
on.
right.
Party. Bane, position 5. Still
Okay.
playing Bane.
Classic, classic.
I would
Damn,
rec-
we are cranking through these, actually. Holy shit. We're almost done.
That's what I said. We're going to get them done today.
That's good. It's a first. It's been a while.
Alright. Bane pose.
All right, give me a sec. I gotta get more
5.
diet soda.
That's Jenkins' code word for cocaine, guys. Don't mention it when he gets back. He has a little bit of an issue. Always got to keep going to the soda room to soda his nose a little bit, you know. It's just that's why he's always sniffing when he comes back. But don't tell him that I said anything.
Already done with parties replay?
No,
You tell him
We're-
Bane's a bad hero.
we're just loading into it right now.
I'm just kidding. He
The-
says he has a 75% win rate with Bane. I would agree. If you're winning with it, just keep it going, man.
Yeah, we had an incredible amount of miscommunication at the laning stage. At some point, lane was lost. And I didn't know what I should have done since my Slark wanted to solo lane. We won the game anyway. I'm almost halfway to 7k.
That's crazy. That is fucking crazy.
He's just spamming
Good
Bane.
job.
Every,
I love it.
every
I love it.
game.
That's amazing.
Every game, 9 tangos, 2 branches, Bane. Every game. What a beast.
You're a piece of shit,
30 seconds
but
to battle.
you're gonna be really good at Dota very soon.
Or at least
I
at
mean,
Bane.
You're already good at Dota. This is like once you're like mid 6k, I think it's just unequivocally you're good. You know, are you pro? Are you pro level? Are you tier 1 pro? Probably not. But are you good? Yeah. You're good. Like there's some shit that you're really good at in this game. So, keep it up, man. You're getting up there. Just keep the learning mindset. That's all I gotta say. Keep the learning mindset. Don't let your ego grow large. Keep learning. You've still got a lot to learn. The worst thing that can happen is falling because you're not learning.
All right, in this one, I will say right off the bat, I think you should be harassing the Rubick. I think your Slark should be able to trade with the Mars by himself, as long as Rubick is not also right-clicking the Slark. So I think that you should be using all of your shit on the Rubick instead of the Mars. What do you think, Jenkins?
What regen do they both have?
Well, that would be a nice thing to know, so you should probably click on them. You can see that it's 6.
Oh, they both have a good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, both are. Both are pretty fine. The thing with harassing the Rubick is it like does kind of force the Mars, harassing the Mars does like force the Rubick to hit you and help him. You know, it's like it's pretty similar.
Right.
That's all. That's my only thought is that it's pretty small thing. But Mars is tankier, obviously, so you can get a lot more bang for your buck with Rubick.
Yeah, I also just feel like if Slark should be able to 1v1 Mars. And
Yeah.
so you just need to stop Rubick from hitting Slark, basically.
But that will happen if you're hitting Mars, because Mars is the hero that needs to farm, is what I'm saying. So Rubick won't hit Slark if the Rubick is actually owning the Slark, then yeah, you should hit the Rubick to stop that.
That's what I'm seeing right now.
agree.
Is Rubick is just constantly right-clicking the Slark, even though you've been doing a bunch of damage to Mars. So hit the Rubick instead. Zone the Rubick away.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You can use your body like that on the Rubick. I agree with that.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Pulling the creeps. Okay, we're fine.
God, you're such an asshole.
He's gonna pay for it.
It's like it.
Went for the nightmare play. I will say that the lane's been pushed up super far like this entire time. The Rubick's just constantly messing up the pulls because you're trying to pull this camp while the lane is basically right next to it the whole time. So 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the lane, we're finally getting the pull off. And one of the reasons that you haven't gotten the pull off is because you keep trying to go help this Slark who's like playing like a maniac while you're not there. So,
Radiant's bottom tower is under
you know,
attack.
it's probably his fault that you're having a hard time supporting him.
This is fine. What I've seen in the last like minute is fine.
Yeah.
Pulling and then kind of like making it hard for them to pull, or making it so that they have to have two heroes, like one guy zoning you to get the pull off. Like Mars was zoning you. That's fine. You got two heroes distracted. One of them's pulling, one of them's zoning you. I like that a lot. Like the majority of the laning stage should be played in this fucking jungle. Like that's all I have to say.
Yep.
Is people don't realize that all of the lanes should be played in the jungle like this.
Yep. Just around the hard camp pretty much, and the small camp.
Yep.
Radiant structures
This is 6.5k MMR. Where can I submit a replay? Patreon.com/Dota Alchemy. Hit up your boys.
Dire's top
So, I mean, I think at this point, like, I think that you missed a couple of pulls early, and then it's resulted in a bit of a snowbally lane for the other team, because if I'm not mistaken, Mars is 203, yeah, Rubick is 302, and you are trying to continue to play like hyper aggressive Bane, be annoying, I'm a Bane, you can't out harass me against heroes that are way higher level than you now. Like, they're both level 5 and you're level 3. I feel like you're just asking to get crushed as a Bane. So I would probably chill out with the aggression at this point and look to do something else. Maybe try and get your Nyx to smoke with you mid and set up on the Shadow Fiend with like a Nightmare into Impale or something similar. Anything else you want to add before we move on?
Well, it's just laning. What did party actually say? Let me see. Party usually has some pretty specific.
He just said laning shit.
Oh, just laning shit? Okay.
Yeah.
Scanning.
So point the lane was lost. Should have done some sort of solo lane. Won the game anyway. Okay, I don't know, dude. I really think like my advice is just the same advice I had for you earlier. Is just keep your mindset clean and learning, and don't develop an ego from winning. You're a 6.5k player, but you're a fresh 6.5k player. Chances are there's going to be plateaus, and it could make you plummet. And don't let it make you plummet. You need to very quickly get past those plateaus without losing a shitload of MMR, because then you have to gain the same ground that you already gained back. So just keep learning, keep watching your own replays and stuff. That looks fine to me though, other than like the lack of pulling, which is a huge debate for a lot of people.
Yep, I would agree. As somebody who has plummeted, don't let yourself plummet. Best way to gain MMR is not to lose it.
Yeah, exactly. Just be okay with the fact if you hit a plateau, and just don't fucking lose 500.
Yep.
Bane is good. Bane is a fine hero. I think Bane is perfectly fine. I don't think Bane is bad. I was joking when he said he's bad.
Your turn to ban.
Who do we have now?
We have Jesus. Disruptor, he wants to know how to carry from support role.
Okay.
Here you go. Pull all the lanes so your Monkey King can play the lane correctly. The end.
Yep. The one situation where Wind Ranger's not that bad actually is against Monkey King.
Yep.
Like Monkey King Ursa. That's it.
Yeah, this lane's
so
actually
I would say,
pretty annoying.
Yeah, you gotta harass the Wind Ranger in this lane, in my opinion.
Don't like the Wind Lace. This should be several mangoes. This is 6 tangos, 6 mangoes. That's how you play Disruptor.
Yeah, this guy's like, it's like a way better Undying in my opinion.
Yep.
This hero. You just spam your Q. That's what Undying does. You just spam your Q.
Yep. 6 tangos, 6 mangoes, none of this other bullshit. Stack that camp instead of trying to hit that pull so that you can clear the next creep wave.
That's good diet soda.
Nice.
This pull is at least earlier than what we've seen in a lot of these other games.
Yep. Alright, so the mangoes come out. We didn't send out any more HP regen though, which is kind of a problem. So we don't actually feel comfortable going up to help our Monkey King. But you have to be here. Like, if you're not here with your Monkey King, he can't play this lane, because there's just way too much.
Two ranged heroes, yeah, it's just... God, does he have regen? I don't think he has regen either.
He's got 3 tangos, but that's definitely not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of need to just, like, throw your body at them a little bit. And I definitely think that you should be using your Q exclusively on Wind Ranger.
Yeah, I agree. Just because you got 2 ranged heroes, you have Wind Ranger, whose entire purpose it is just to sit there and poke your monkey.
Yep.
Just make it so that she can't do that. He'd much rather lane against a Grimstroke than a Wind Ranger.
Yep.
Like we talked about in the last one, like the Slark could solo the Mars. So if the Rubick's posing any issues, you take the Rubick and get him to fuck off.
Yep. By
being a good support. You gotta do that with the Wind Ranger in this game. If you can't just zone the Grimstroke and have the monkey lane the Wind Ranger, it won't work.
Yep, agreed. Another thing you can do to carry as a support is make sure you're setting up early for bounty runes, because you got none, and that's a really big issue. and all you have to do is just go over there a little bit earlier, and you're good. Oh, cool.
I would also say go level 2 in the queue first before level 2 in the glimpse. Glimpse is not that useful for the laning stage to have maxed out because you're standing right next to people you glimpse usually anyway, and the Q gives you more harass potential.
Yeah,
that ability is all about laning. Then after the laning stage, you max it probably last, honestly.
yeah. Usually what I see and what I recommend going is you go Thunderstrike, and then if you have a kill potential lane, which you do because you have a Monkey King, then you go Kinetic level 2 to set up those kills. Then you go third point and Thunderstrike if you're still trading. If you're not trading, then you can start leveling Glimpse. So you could go 1-1-1 or you could go 2-0-1, and then after that you max Glimpse immediately. So that's what I would recommend doing. I don't really like this rotation. You're rotating on a Void Spirit who should be unkillable without your ultimate, and you're leaving your Monkey King to solo against 2 ranged heroes yet again.
Is that a mid pudge?
Yeah.
In Void Spirit's level 8?
Yeah.
What? How does that happen?
Oh! Oh wait, that's current gold. Here's net worth. Well, Pudge is level 6, Void Spirit's level 8. And, yeah. Anyway, back to Disruptor. Yeah, you are spending a lot of time letting your Monkey King just get pooped on by 2 ranged heroes. And you're trying to kill a hero that you have literally zero kill potential on this hero.
When you get 6, you can kill him, but you're just...
You're level 4.
Nuts.
You literally have
He's
0 kill
killing you.
potential.
Oh, he sucks, but he's still gonna kill you. Oh my...
The Jabates. You genius, you. No, but for real, don't do that. Dude, you are a lane dominating hero. Go dominate your lane. Go stack the jungle. Stop trying to kill Void Spirit until you have your ultimate. Stop trying to kill Faceless Void until you have your ultimate. Get your level 6 as quickly as possible. Get Tranquil Boots. Then you start saving for an Aghanim Scepter. You get your Aghanim Scepter. Then you win the game because you have an Aghanim Scepter on Disruptor. That's how you carry as a support. Is you lane well. You get your carry off to a good start. You put good vision so you can take advantage of that good start. And then you get the 1 or 2 important items that you really need to have high impact in the game. And in this case, and in every case, when you're a Disruptor, that's probably Aghanim Scepter. The end. All right, let's move on.
That was insane. Our next one is Jestraga. He says, "Destroy me, please." He's playing Lich. By the way, if you guys want to message a hot girl that loves sex and tap for photos, go ahead and message Linda there in chat. Apparently, there's quite a few other girls coming in who have hottie, sexy chat. Why are we getting these bots today? I don't understand this actually.
I have no idea.
Am I out for this week? Oh yeah, I posted Shadow Traders down at the bottom there.
All right.
Because he didn't put the ID, but it's in there now.
I went ahead and reported the account as well, so it gets removed from YouTube.
Well, there's like multiple. They keep coming in with like different sexy, like babe, like sexy message me for sex pics people, and it's like, Dad, stop harassing. Like I told you, stop coming to my streams.
Yeah, I mean it's very similar to like.
Your turn to
I forget what I was gonna say. I'm getting tired of doing this.
It always devolves near the end.
Yeah. I think 2 hours is like my absolute max in terms of my brain power.
Like brain shuts off. Yeah.
Frost Blast versus Frost Shield against an Axe Invoker lane with Void. Thoughts?
Yeah, Frost Blast always, no matter what.
Cool. Good job, Jestraga.
Did he ask that question?
No, I'm just asking it for him.
Oh. Yeah. Good spell. 8-second cooldown.
Yep. And I agree with harassing the axe.
Invoker has health regen, no point.
Yeah, unfortunately, Axe also has health regen because he's an Axe, but he's also kind of the one semi-pressuring your Void. Go pull right now. Go pull. Go pull the lane. Go pull the lane. Go pull the lane.
No.
Go pull the lane.
This is the classic support blunder. Just pull. Your entire goal with the laning stage is just, how do I get this lane pulled? That's it. And in lower rated games, people don't even fucking stop you. They just let it happen. So just do it and get so much free MMR. You don't have to do sick shit to win lanes.
I'm done.
You just pull.
I'm done with this replay. No offense, but there's literally one thing you need to do. Start pulling the lane. You're playing Lich. That hero plays itself, but you can't play Lich if the lane is under the enemy tower.
I mean, I agree. I mean, obviously you're being a tad extreme with it for comedic effect, but you can't play when you're not pulling. You can't. It's not possible. What just happened will happen consistently unless the enemy team just fucks up. And why would you ever want to bank on that? You don't want to bank on that, right? You want to consistently win games. Play the entire laning stage to get that pull off. That's it. Otherwise, you're just going to keep having people die too far up, and you're going to blame your carry.
Yep. All right, so we're going to on to Arboreal Phoenix playing Slardar off lane. Been having success with this hero in the off lane. No surprise. Best off laner in the game. This game triggered a spiral of losses, however, and I want to identify what went wrong here.
Okay. And I have a 20% win rate with Slardar. I do not know how to play that hero. I don't know what it is.
He's too much of a carry for you, Jenkins. You're supposed to be playing these heroes that are just like feeding and
I play plenty of carry off lanes.
making
I don't know.
space and being
No,
annoying.
it's not that. It's not that. I've played for long enough. I have a pretty big variety of styles that I play. I don't know. I'm overly aggressive. I think I fuck up because I play too aggressive. Kinsley, I love sex. Tap photo. Asking for the stiff. Alright. Cool. What the? Why are they so vulgar? They're just so vulgar.
That's funny.
Stiff. I want the stiff. Oh, go for that range creep last hit. Use the mango and stun if you have to. In my opinion.
Yep. Hey, pull the lane. You're playing a hero that bullies people, but you're trying to play it under their tower.
Yeah, Slardar cannot play under their tower. Like, I know we've talked about... Okay, does Arboreal Phoenix actually want to talk about the laning stage? Because I feel like we've talked about so many laning stages at this point. Let me see. He says, been having success with this hero in the offlane. This game triggered a spiral of losses, so I don't know what... Okay, so we're just looking for whatever triggered his little spiral of losses.
Yep.
Well, the enemy team picking Phoenix, that's probably one of them.
How about not pulling the lane?
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm actually really fucking tired of saying this at this point.
Slardar versus PL is a hard one too. That's like not it. It's an easy. It's one of the more annoying heroes to play against. As Slardar, he just has so much armor. Definitely need an Oov early against that hero. This is what I do, and I feed.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is bad.
I don't know why you're diving a Phoenix support when you're winning the lane against the PL.
Yeah, this is exactly why I lose with Slardar too. I'm like, oh, I have this crazy bash ability. I'm gonna like kill these guys, and I run in and do it, and then I die, and it's like, wait a minute, they weren't farming, and now they are.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That looks like a pretty bad death to me.
Yep.
That's the thing with any of these like really overpowered heroes. Remember when Mars was super overpowered? And people would just be like, they just be diving towers at 5 minutes into the game, trying to like just crit people for like 400 damage, and then they just feed, and it's like, oh, okay, my 8-0 Mars just gave their carry like an 8x streak and like 2 levels, and we lost.
The moment you came back into the lane, you started owning again.
Yep.
See, I had the same issue of just overplaying. Now the PL's level 6, and it's a fucking hard lane for you.
Yep. I like how you're manning up, though. You're playing chicken against them. Are you gonna... Nice.
Oh my god. Oh, kill this guy too!
No, you can't.
It's not
You're
gonna
slowed. I will say that you should probably have a stick against a PL. Just in general, you should have a stick in every game, basically, as an offlaner.
Man, I don't know what to do on Slardar at this point, actually. I'm such a shitty Slardar player. I'm so useless for this. Because I feel like you can't go back bot,
Yeah.
but you can't jungle. You, like, need a lane on this hero, but you're, like, running into a Timbersaw lane. He's just gonna own you.
Yeah. You probably
You
just have...
you need to go, like, fight people with your strong guys, or you need to, like, go back to bot lane.
Yeah, here's what you do. You say Bounty Hunter. You get top lane. You say Snapfire, smoke with me. You smoke mid with your Wind Ranger, and you kill the Medusa. I think that's what you do. But I agree. I think that you kind of you like have to be the shot caller as Slardar, because you're right. He's like not a good farming hero. He wants to just brawl constantly.
Yeah. He runs around slamming people. That's about it.
Yeah.
And hits lanes. He doesn't jungle. God, he jungles so slowly. I've tried that.
Yeah, but you know what would help all of this? If you were a couple levels higher because you pulled the lane. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Don't test me today, chat. Don't test me today, chat.
What do we have now? Okay, we have Shadow Trader and Stars, and then we're done.
Yep.
Nobody else. We're done.
We're doing stars. Please replay my review, Jenkins.
Oh, dude.
Happy.
Do Shadow Traders first, dude. He's been waiting for so long.
Okay.
He's been waiting. He fucked up twice.
Okay. Here we go.
The boy.
Read Shadow Traders.
Now Timbersaw. I'm still angry at this game, especially this fucking Snapfire. After I 9th picked Timber into 3 strength melee cores, I realized there was an LC on my team and type in chat, I bet he will pick OD, and my orange just says, report Timber, please. He know you will pick OD, and he still picked Timber. Oh. In terms of laning, I don't know what the fuck Snap was thinking. I wanted to go bottom solo versus 2 melee strength heroes and have aggro tri-lane top, since our BH was the only answer to OD, BH. Both me and BH were like, fucking go top Snapfire, and he says, STFU noobs, and he doesn't care about whatever we say. Think I easily could have soloed the lane. I actually have no idea how to get Snapfire to fuck off. Also, what in the fuck is this BH build? Like AM 2.0, I thought he was going some Gorg Seed build. I'm actually so sad from this game. Here's another essay, LMAO. Yes.
Prepare for battle.
We're in therapy. We're doing therapy for Shadow Trader now. Okay.
I'll see the BH build. Battle Fury Manta.
Our enemies
Oh,
trust
Manta.
victory assured. Strategic
Why?
one's in.
Why would you go Manta?
Especially if you're going to go BKB. You either get Manta or BKB, and most of the
know.
time it's just BKB.
Oh, gotta purge that dust. If only there was another item that just made you fucking totally immune to damage from almost the entirety of the enemy team.
Yep.
4 bounties, not bad.
Alright, mid Timbersaw. Wait, no, you're... Okay. So you're safe lane Timber, but you started with just 2 shared tangos. Interesting.
Is that a CM and Legion mid?
I think CM is just rotating to the top lane because there's a Timber
Oh.
bot. Seems like Shadow Trader just said, let me solo against 2 strength heroes as Timbersaw, which seems fine.
Hot babe here. Pay me for. Oh, I didn't read it. Let me view the deleted
I
message.
will say the fact that you don't have any regen at all is making me very anxious. 2 shared tangos, not ferrying out any regen.
With Timbersaw, you just gotta protect yourself from like level 1 to 3. That's it.
There we
I,
go.
I always start with like. I'm telling you, more often than not these days, I'm just starting with like a shitload of regen, and I just say, I'm just gonna protect myself from like losing this lane horribly due to no regen.
Yep.
I'll eventually use it, and then I send out whatever else I need, like bracers and everything like that.
Yep.
I'm doing like 6 tangos, 1 salve on almost every hero now, and a quelling blade,
Yep.
and just saying I'm gonna farm. I'm gonna pick some cancer hero, and I'm gonna farm, and then I'm gonna win
I-
the game because my hero's cancer against your heroes.
I completely agree. I think that is the. I think everybody got too obsessed with this whole little like, oh, gotta go bracer first. Gotta go no regen. We can ferry it out with our courier that moves at 1 movement speed. Just show up to lane with regen. Ferry out your little Basilius. Like 2 minutes later. It's not a big deal. All right.
Now you're level 3. Yeah, this guy should go fuck off.
I mean, he is.
But it is a life stealer. It's a little hard to pressure the top lane.
Yeah.
So I would say like sitting down here and pulling isn't bad, but you don't want him soaking your XP. You want him like going, getting those bounties that are spawning, and for some reason he's deciding now's the best time to play the right side of the lane when the bounties are spawning. Oh, I played the fucking left side for the entirety of the laning stage, but now there are things that give my entire team, including me, a bunch of gold spawning on the left. Time to play the right of the lane. Perfect. This is what fucking position 5s and position 4s do in my pubs as well, and it pisses me off. It's like, you play aggressively the entire game, and all of a sudden, oh, whoop-de-doopy, I'm going under your fucking tower and just doing nothing for bounties. Like, do you not like gold? Do you not like the concept of gold and winning? Fuck you, man.
I feel like you're taking Shadow Trader's side pretty hard in this one, because I feel like Snapfire is actually not playing that poorly other than just that positioning for the bounty runes. I think the rest of the time he's actually been fairly useful in helping him get kills, so I'm not sure why he's so pissed at this guy.
I don't know, man. I think, as a support, when you have a Timbersaw, your job is very minimal.
Yeah, especially
He
now.
just-
I mean, now he doesn't need to be here, that's for sure, but at the same time, it's like, where does he go?
You pull, you get bounties, you stack, you do plenty of the other things in Dota that all of our fucking dumb 8 brains are perfectly capable of figuring out. That's not the one thing that we're used to, which is laning. I know it's crazy conceiving of multiple things instead of just one single thing, but we got to use that second brain cell to figure out the other things that we can do other than the one thing that we know. Like, if you're driving a car and you have to turn right and there's a pedestrian, you don't just murder because the pedestrian's there. So you have to press the brake. It's a different action, but the situation has changed, and murdering is really wrong. So you never want to do that. That's how I feel about this situation.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm taking out some pent up anger. I have useless supports all the time doing this shit, but this isn't that bad.
Yeah, everything seems to be going pretty well. 5-0 into his Timbersaw. Sounds about right.
Yep, pretty easy game. You definitely need a hood. You definitely need a hood this game.
Yeah, what's this Lotus Orb rush for? What are you trying to reflect? I don't see anything that you want to reflect.
Urging things, I guess. The classic try to kill the Timbersaw strat. Works every time. Yeah, I would just grab a hood and like run at this top tower. The only person you really need to avoid is OD. I would say your build is like hood, Yule's Heaven's Halberd for the OD. That's the build.
Yep. Seems good to me.
No, banned. You're banned from this. You can't do this. You can't do this on Timbersaw. Your hero's a god for like a 20-minute window, but fucking useless if you fall behind. You have to pressure. You have to run and tank towers and get shit done on the map. You cannot jungle unless like you've literally nothing better to do and you're running from one point to another, and the enemy team has just 5 man to your area, so they're pushing you into there. But that didn't happen. That was just like your Legion was farming top lane. Go with the Legion, take that tower.
Yeah. Why are people so afraid of being near other cores? Like, in the early game, go join your other cores and push a tower. It's the easiest way to get objectives so that you have more space to farm for you and all of your cores.
Yep.
All right, final replay of the session. Stars.
Oh, we chunked through so many today.
Please replay my review, Jenkins. I love you, Poppy.
Okay.
Doesn't tell us what hero he is.
Oh, let me see the icons. I can tell. Go to the scoreboard. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's SF. He's SF.
Looks like a boosted account.
Wrong replay. He changed it. Okay.
Alright, give me the fucking replay ID.
Nyx?
And tell us what hero you're playing, please.
He played Nyx. He played Nyx in this one.
Okay.
He said he mauled it really hard, not knowing what to. Oh wait, let me read it. He mauled it really hard, and wanted to know what I think of the item build and laning phase. And he's Nyx.
This is me.
Nyx.
This is literally me.
All right, let's go. Download the replay, Donnie.
This is literally me. All right, let's go.
Let's see your item build. Were you mauling in this game? Oh, dude, what are you doing? What is that?
I was Maldi in this game. For sure. 100% Maldi in this game.
Why do you have a Dagon 5, man? What the hell? This will be fun. Alright, you're gonna need to explain to me the Dagon. Is it for the Oracle?
To ban.
You'll see.
It's in the bag.
Okay. Let's see. You want boots? No regen whatsoever.
Yep.
30 seconds to ban.
I assume you're planning on cutting the wave
Yep.
because you have Pango.
Yep.
Battle begins.
Block the camp. Okay. He blocks it into tower, so it's pushing up anyway, so
Yep.
you don't need to pull.
Yep.
He blocks that. Okay. So I would just frig off now. Go see what the Oracle's up to. Did you deward your sentry?
Yeah, looks like it.
Ooh, nice double stun. What? What?
Bloodseeker abandoned the lane.
What the fuck? Did you lose this one?
Yep. The support Void Spirit comes.
What in the fuck? What am I watching?
The Oracle is now laning solo top against the Pangolier. Am I doing my job right now, Jenkins?
Yeah, this seems fine. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Alright, Bloodseeker is thirst, so I'm gonna die. Deny my for the creep.
That's cool.
Dyer's
The mauled will be coming 20 minutes? Why'd you start maulding in this game, Donnie?
Because, for whatever reason, our Pangolier somehow didn't take advantage of the fact that he was laning against a solo Oracle. And he ended up dying like 4 times, and the Void Spirit ended up becoming a core, and the Oracle became a core, and then Bloodseeker literally just jungled for 20 minutes and became a core also, and we lost because they had 5 cores. It's literally why we lost the game.
This will come in handy.
It's a ridiculous pub so far.
Yep. Okay. I mean, I feel like I'm doing my job in this one relatively well so far.
This is a hard kill. Yeah, I feel like that was unrealistic kill expectations there. You're like level 3. I did this on Pudge yesterday. I knew Shem was coaching me. I was like, went to a lane that like I wanted to get kills, but just because I wanted it like doesn't make it possible, you know?
Right.
Like,
Okay, so
monkey.
Pangolier died again to Oracle top. So, I mean, I guess I didn't really have any idea what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing when the Bloodseeker is literally just gone. And our Pangolier is still dying to a support.
I definitely just ward the jungle
Yeah.
and like follow him around and mess with him.
Yeah. And then Void dies solo to Bounty Hunter. So Bounty Hunter solo. Pangolier dies again top.
Yeah, this game would make me mauled really hard too. I don't know. I'm fucking pissed just watching it. There's a level 6 Oracle.
Yep. Okay, we got a kill. We go pick up the bounties. Oh yeah, our Void took the tome, so I couldn't get level 6. So I went to the lane. Because I need level 6 so I can play Dota. And then Invoker came and killed me.
That's not good. He killed you?
He did at some point. I think it's here. I'm like almost level 6. Yeah, he ice walled me.
Oh, I see.
Bolt snapped me. I'm still not level 6. Pretty mauled at this point already.
You're just like getting destroyed somehow.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, let's look at our kill score. Okay, Monkey King 0-5 as mid. Monkey King Pangolier 2-5 against the solo Oracle. Okay. We can continue going through this if you want. I'm just laning mid because nobody else is doing anything.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Monkey King and Pangolier and Void are all jungling the triangle together.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, you're just getting stomped. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at this shit. Look at this fucking net worth. Oracle is 4,000 net worth, and Void has 3,800.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, easy Bloodseeker kill.
The game lasted 50 minutes? What?
Yeah, we almost won this game.
What are 7K, or what are, Divine games, man? Holy shit.
So at this point, I just said I'm gonna build Burst because I don't know what the fuck's going on. This game seems fucking unplayable right now. They have 4 heroes above all of our heroes, and oh yeah, this Void.
I'm gonna say that's probably the least correct choice you made in this game. I feel like your play is just like Yules or Blink to like epically stun them in a team fight because they're stupid.
Probably.
Something. The instant buyback.
No, it's a buyback because he chronoed here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I believe you did. Okay, this guy's very tanky at this point.
Yeah. He's like one-shotting people.
How does this go on for
Because I made a lot of good plays.
50 minutes?
And our Void started actually showing up for fights and using Chrono. He's used Chrono once defensively so far.
I feel like this should be unwinnable at this point. Like, legitimately unwinnable. I do not see how you win this.
Well, this is how they throw. We get 2 kills. We get another kill. I'm buying all the wards because my CM decided to stop warding.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Buying all the detection.
Radiant's top tower. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Setting up an area that we can play in because there's a bounty hunter that's destroying us.
You have meme build though. Have you tried Tranquils?
I have. I usually go Tranquils.
I really like Tranquils.
Yeah, I like Tranquils a lot too. I kind of like Arcanes against Invoker because he has Mana Burn, but I agree.
I see.
Also, I was planning on going Yules. That's why I have Arcanes. Is because I went. Wait, never mind. That doesn't build in Yules. I was
sick of it, did.
Yeah, I was gonna go Yules this game, and then I got pissed because I got a Nether Shawl, and I was like, oh shit, I'm just gonna go Carapace and Carapace talent, and the Nether Shawl, and then I'm gonna go Burst. I'm gonna go Spell talent, and then I did, and then we almost won the game.
Yeah, the quick buy, I agree. Quick buy isn't screaming Yules to me here.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go Yules at this point in the game, that's for sure.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. It's 23k Goldie at 21 minutes. This is just a stomp.
Yeah, I agree. And then, what happens? What happens? Epic Chronosphere. Oh, I get ruptured. Everything's fine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Epic Chronosphere. Where's our Void? He still hasn't showed up for a single fight. He's gonna hit a sick-ass Chronosphere. Oh, we stunned. We stunned the Void Spirit with Carapace. Holy shit, Pangolier goes in. What's happening? We're wasting our skills. Terrible spellcasting. What the fuck? Oh my god, they're just sitting outside of our base. Holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Oh man, they're all grouping up. Oh, Chronosphere!
Wow.
In the Monkey King ult, oh my god!
Wow, that was so good.
Oh
Really
yeah,
cool.
I bought a gem. That's why things started turning around. Because I was just like, I'm fucking tired of having this bounty hunter and invoker run around invisible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even like analyzing games past this point though. It's like if you win, it's because they suck. It's not.
Yeah, but we're going to because this replay was submitted.
What is wrong with both of you, man? I don't want to watch this.
Alright. We're still building Dagon. Because I'm kind of griefing. Oh, look.
Dude, really good griefing. It's good stuff.
Look, gem paying off. If only there wasn't such a good Nyx support on this team, this game should be over for Dire. But instead, this Nyx is carrying by having a gem and then losing the gem.
I got high MMR, so I don't have to watch or play in these fucking games. This is why I practiced. This is like purgatory.
Oh, I know. I'm very aware of how miserable this game was to play.
Oh, you got your Dagon. Ooh, big plays coming in hot.
Oh yeah.
Dagon's really gonna help against the 32k numbers lead that they have. Literally every one of their heroes is more farmed than literally every one of your heroes. Their least farmed hero has double the net worth of your Crystal Maiden. Ooh, Pango's huge. That's the core you supported, man.
Yep. Nope. Nope. Gonna back out. Not happening. We'll back out. Monkey King's dead again. Let's see the scores. Oh, 6 and 14, 2 and 12, 3 and 6, 4 and 10, 3 and 7. Going well. We're almost done, Jenkins. We only have a little bit longer. Only have a little bit longer.
I need to go see if I have some bleach after this. I might fucking bleach my eyes or drink it if I'm feeling it.
Alright.
I gotta say, if you went Blink Meteor, you can maybe follow up with like the Chrono and do some sick shit.
Yeah, I also just zapped their fucking Invoker with my Dagon. Started off
Yeah,
quite well.
Yeah, you're right. You definitely don't have enough damage on your team.
Nope.
Dire's middle
We definitely don't. We didn't when I bought the Dagon, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and the Dagon, what is it, Dagon 2 now?
Oh, they're all dead. We're pushing high ground. Down 22k net worth.
How can you play these games and like wake up the next day and like not have a fucking heart attack? I gotta ask. Like, how are you alive? I feel like I would play this and I would be screaming so loud that I would get arrested. My neighbors would call the police.
Oh, I've been there many times. Many never had the neighbors call me, but I've definitely been there many times. Alright, Invoker dies. Fucking owning with my Spike Carapace. My Spike Carapace talent.
This is Spike Carapace talent? Oh, the extra damage?
Yeah. So I basically have double damage because of Nether Shawl plus my Spell Amp plus Spike Carapace talent. So anytime they use Blood Right, they take double damage. Same with Void Spirit. It's pretty cool.
Well, Void Spirit should be dodgeable, right? Like, I feel like picking Nyx against Void Spirit for the jump, but it's a fucking weird. Like, I keep seeing the Void Spirit jump into your Carapace, which is weird to me.
It's definitely weird. Alright. We're still playing. Oh, getting nullified. If only I had a Yule Scepter there, I would have survived.
This game was actually turnable. I think I legit think you checked out of this game like mentally with the build.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I actually think it was winnable, but it would take some fucking mental resilience. You Gandhi?
I mean, I literally carried this game as soon as I picked up the gem. Like, the only reason we even came back into this game is because I bought a gem. But then we started throwing again because it was very hard to come back from 30k net worth down. But I agree. I think if I had a Yules, I'd probably die less.
Blink as well, meteor, small items.
I'm chilling, still alive, no worries.
The way that you're gonna win fights is some sick Pango ulti, some sick Chrono into Monkey ult into CM. Like, it's AoE. You're not really bursting people. You know, it's gonna be some sick AoE shit.
All right.
That's all I would really bank on. But it's cool they're ignoring you in this fight. That's neat.
It is neat.
Did you win this?
This game?
Yeah.
No.
What? They have 2 wards.
Yeah.
Okay, how long does this shit go for?
It's getting pretty close to the end. This bounty hunter just comes in with double damage and 2 shots our Monkey King.
Yeah, sounds like a 25k net worth bounty hunter who's been killing the enemy team for the entirety of the game.
So I think that was probably the end right there. And that's the end of our replay review session. Good stuff.
Good, good. Yeah, we did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Oh wait,
This is a long one.
wait, it's still not over. We actually defended.
Oh, God.
We got another gem back. Oh yeah, I think I get caught here, and that's the end of the game.
Not mine? Bradley, we did yours at the start. Go back into the
here.
mod.
Ouch. Unfortunate.
Yes, really cool. Alright, good. GG.
GG.
Nice job.
And that's the end of replay review session, boys.
Peace out.
Left talent on Nyx. Why wouldn't you go unobstructed pathing? Why would you go 100 agility on Nyx Assassin?
No idea.
Exactly. Thank you. All right, see you later. Great stream today.